monster inside of us. We had it coming along for a while now. We had fire burn at the start, but emotions put it out. Just waiting for something to spark again. I keep asking myself how it's happened. Now I'm asking, how will I go on? Now I'm asking, without you. Wildfire at the start, then we turn to ashes, taken by the wind, gone forever. I wish I could go back and turn the table when we were younger. I wish I could change you. We fell out, we were the stars with no light, with snow in July, with the earth with no life. I keep asking myself how's it happened. Now I'm asking, how will I go on? Now I'm asking, all that.
Welcome to a realm where the pulse of sports thrills and the spark of technology sizzles. Join Ronald Boleware and your charismatic host, Jay, aka Jonathan Anderson. Together, they unpack the latest in sports and technology. This is Noonish Sports and Tech.
What's going down? What's going down? What's going up? And then coming back down. It is your favorite show, your favorite time of the week, man. We're helping you get over that hump right here on Noonish. Hey, get your sippers ready. You know, we got some great topics to discuss today. And if you don't know, I'm your host, J.A., a.k.a. Jonathan Anderson, here with my unc, Ronald Boleware. What's going down, unc? What's going down?
Oh, nothing much, man. You asked him a question.
Yep.
You asked him, you say, if you don't know.
Yep.
Well, I'm here to tell you, if you don't know, you know now.
Yeah.
Because we got the first lady of F1 and sports betting, Miss CY, and we just ready to jump right into it.
Hey, we are ready to jump into it. So, let's keep this party rolling. What's going down, Miss CY? Let me get you up on the screen real quick, girl. There she is. Miss CY, first lady of F1. Hold on. Where you at? I see you, but I don't see you. And let me see why. Let me see. There she is. Okay, we see you. We don't see you. Why don't I see you?
I think.
Oh, I see.
Oh, yeah, there you are. Yeah, you are. I see you.
There she is, Miss First Lady. What's going down, First Lady F1?
Hey guys, how are we feeling?
Great. Feeling good.
We great.
How are you?
I'm feeling pretty good. It's I don't know, what, 3,000 degrees outside or 2,000 degrees? I don't know, I've lost track. How hot is it? So hot.
Close every day, and it don't stop. It's like, bro, like, please stop breathing on me.
Oh God, it's toasty. But I've been good. It's been a crazy couple of weeks, and yeah, kind of a weird time for sports. You guys have covered so much.
Man, it's a lot to cover right now. It's hard to keep up, and I was thinking this was gonna be the slow season, but you dump a little Olympics in there, and the sports don't stop.
Times 10.
Man, can we get this every year, every other year? I don't think it's gonna happen, but it's been great though.
I love it.
Yeah, have you been catching very much of the Olympics at all?
I have. I think I told you guys last week. Last week, I really enjoyed watching just the reactions on social media and just watching people really rally together and have fun with it and support and all the cool storylines that come out of it. I think the TikTok has been like a really fun place to watch some of the recaps when I can't watch things. And I hate that I'm so old and I love TikTok as much as I do, but they're really on top of their game. I really love watching the clips and the stories and all the fun things that are coming out of it, just content wise. Like you're talking about, exactly right. Like, could we do this all year round? Because it has no shortage of fun.
Who are your favorite follows on TikTok?
Oh my God.
Let's get to it.
I have so many. Well, I'm on like your page fills up with things that you watch a lot. So like, I have a lot of Formula One, obviously, a lot of sporting related things, but my favorite follows are dog accounts.
Oh, I should have known. We definitely should have known that.
I love a cute puppy account, but I also learned how to do do you guys see this glow that I'm having right now?
Yeah, a little glow. I see you. Mm-hmm.
It's like a 17-year-old girl on TikTok is teaching me, a 33-year-old, how to do my makeup. So,
what? Where did she get her craft, her skills from?
Like, she can barely tie her shoes. Probably can't even drive a car.
She was going hard on it. She didn't even have Cabbage Patch Kids when she was growing up.
No,
barely had Barbies. I wonder what she was doing. That's nuts.
So I learned something new. And one of my I don't really have like a bunch of people that I follow, but my feed just fills up with really good stuff. One of my favorite things to do on TikTok is find new musicians and new artists and people who are just small, who do covers and like, I don't know, some really, really incredible people on there. So please don't take our TikTok away because it's so fun. And I learned so much. And
I can't see that happening.
My makeup.
That might start a civil war if somebody try to take TikTok.
I might get people out to vote if I'm being honest.
Hey, this will be the newest.
Out there.
Yeah, that's a great argument point right there in the next debate. Who supports TikTok around here?
Hey, but TikTok got us. How can I say this? They got a strange history or whatever. I'll say it like that because the people that actually invented TikTok don't even use it, and they forbid their family to use it.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking. Yeah, in China, you're talking. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, because it's a data collection, but whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna talk about that side.
No. I'm just saying.
Yeah, what you say? Take my data.
Take my data. It's fine. As long as my For You page is popping, fine.
Yeah, that's all that matters. We got to keep that For You page jumping around here on TikTok.
Exactly.
Yeah, but what's going on, CY? Here's some a little craziness going on in F1 right now. You know, I know it's been no races, a little downtime right now, halftime if you must, but still news.
Still news, and let me back up a little bit. So right now we're in this we're in this break that they take. It's like 2-3 weeks. Well, what I am learning is that it's actually, I thought it was like, oh, everyone's enjoying vacation and taking time off, but they literally are not allowed to work. They're not allowed to touch the cars. The factories are shut down. It's an actual like guideline from Formula One. I think it has to do with the season being so long. I think that plays a factor in. They need people to rest and stay healthy and stay safe and, you know, get a break. But they're also making sure, I think it's kind of cool, is they're making sure people can't really get a leg up on anybody else because everyone is supposed to be off work. And I actually really love that. Like, what other groups say, hey, like, don't do anything. We want you to actually enjoy this. Don't answer your phone. Don't open your laptop. Like, chill.
That's
so
awesome.
I thought it would be really, really quiet, but there's a lot of, you know, when there's no races, people have a lot of things to talk about. So a lot of people are asking questions. Okay, so Carlos takes this Williams seat. And I'm thinking to myself, if Mercedes didn't pick him up or one of the other teams didn't pick him up, like, who do they have lined up? You know what I mean? Like, I thought maybe for a second he might take Checo's place at Red Bull. And if he's not, okay, so it's causing me to think like a really great driver like Carlos has a lot of potential. He's had some great progress and some wins in the past. I'm like, what does this mean? If he went to Williams, what else is rumbling out there? So there's some conversation about Red Bull and then the RB team. They're both the Red Bull teams, right? There's 4 drivers. I'm sorry, there's 5 drivers and 4 seats. So we call this musical chairs. They're trying to decide what do they do with their reserve driver, Liam Lawson. He's been pretty successful. He's a great driver, young guy. But they've also got Yuki and Ricardo and Max and Checo. So there's 4 spots, but 5 potential drivers to jump in. So Liam Lawson, we've talked a little bit about him in the past, but he's a younger guy. His contract's up in September for Red Bull. And so if they want to keep him in, they might hook him into one of these spots. And I don't know, maybe we won't see, you know, Checo after the end of the year. I'm not sure. There's some rumblings about that. So there's that kind of weird dynamic. Are they going to bring new drivers in? I still don't know who's going to Mercedes. There were some talks about Mick Schumacher, who's Michael Schumacher. I don't know if you guys know Michael Schumacher, but
absolutely legendary.
Yeah, his son drove for a couple years in F1. He struggled. He did okay, but
I remember it was a big deal when he first came up in F1. Like that was like they thought it was going to be what's my guy Dale Earnhardt Jr. type situation. Like he was just he was like next, you know, and to such a big figure. Michael Schumacher was everything as far as I knew in F1 back in the day, right? So
yeah, I think he had a lot. I mean, the name helps and hurts, right? He probably got a lot of great doors open for him, but someone still has to drive the car. So there's a lot of expectations to do well. So people were, you know, talking about come back. He did some reserve work for Mercedes. Is he going to take the Mercedes spot? So there's still a lot of TBD in the F1 world. But I think the downtime with no racing leads to a lot of conversation and kind of these rumors start and people start to make speculations about where people are going. And it's not just the drivers, which I think is really interesting. A lot of the teams, it's kind of like the head coach. The principals of these teams are the head coaches, right? Like there's a lot of movement and or proposed potential movement of the team principals. As an example, the Sauber team hired an ex-Red Bull sporting director who was with RB for like 20 years. Alpine hired a guy that was a team boss for an F2 team. And so it's like, okay, what are they doing? What are they up to? And then Adrian Newey has designed some of the most successful cars in F1. We should talk about him one day. I won't spend too much time on it. But,
I'd love to.
It's really fascinating, the design elements that go into. Not only do they look beautiful, right? Like F1 cars, F1, you know how beautiful those cars can be. But he is the design, like true expertise behind designing these really brilliant fast vehicles. So there's some buzz that Aston Martin might come scoop him up. And I don't know if you guys remember, but there's a driver named Lance Stroll. He's a Canadian driver. His dad is a multi-billionaire named Lawrence Stroll. So Lawrence Stroll bought the team a couple years ago, and of course puts his son in a seat. Like, okay, a little nepotiz. Are we saying like, okay,
Bronny James, what? Well, let's go.
A little nepotiz. What does this mean? And Lance has done okay. The cars were actually not so bad. So he's done all right. But a lot of people give him a lot of shit for being the kid of the owner. But
for sure, he's not the only one, because BWP has a driver that's the kid of the owner as well, right? In the pink car.
In past, maybe.
Is it B? I think that's the right name, right?
Oh, you might actually be talking about Lance. So the team has gone through some changes, but he's a kid of the owner. And he's got a lot of money, obviously, he's raised a ton, but he also personally has a lot of money. So there were some talks that he was offering some pretty big checks to Adrian to come work for them and build a really fast.
That money will make up for that skills gap.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I thought that when Lewis made the change to Ferrari, it made people ask, like, what does Lewis know that we don't know? Like, does he know that Mercedes isn't going to be competitive? Is he going to Ferrari because he knows something's coming? So they thought there were some rumors that Adrian was actually going to Ferrari and Lewis was following because he knew that the car would be really powerful. So I don't know. I think there's a lot of changes that can still come. And the reason why I would mention the contract chaos is there's still a lot of things to be seen.
Just up in the air.
A lot of things are up in the air. And I just think every announcement changes the dynamic of that grid. Like, even knowing that Carlos is going to Williams, when I'm going to watch him the next race that they go to, I'm kind of curious of, like, how does this play out? Does it change the team dynamics? Do they get a little more picky with each other? Are they more friendly? I don't know. I just feel like it's gonna put a different flavor on the next part of the season, the more announcements that come out.
The timing of Lewis's announcement, I wonder if he knew Mercedes was gonna see success this year, and he decided to go ahead and put it out there to eliminate the questions that we were gonna have at this point, now that they're having success and he's already had this announcement with Ferrari. I wonder if that's the case, or are we 100% sure that he's not gonna forego his previous statement and his previous commitment to Ferrari and commit back to Mercedes? Was it a leverage tool that he was doing there, right?
It's a great question. I don't think we'll know until we know. And that's another thing, like how I said, Carlos going to Williams is a really interesting move. And it makes me think, like, did they just give him the most amount of money? Did Mercedes not offer a great thing? Maybe he didn't want to go to Mercedes. Why?
And you also have Audi joining the fun next year, right? So that's going to allow for 2 more drivers, or however they set their whole program
it's actually the Sauber team is going to be Audi, so that'll be the new sponsor. So it'll be kind of interesting to see how these things shake up, where the bosses are going, where the teams are going. I met actually some of the kind of the pit crew / marketing team from Red Bull one year. Actually, right before the show run that we've always talked about.
Hey, Red Bull show run. Hey, go back on the Noonish page and you'll see the Red Bull show run. Man, it was an amazing event. Just Checo was driving that day, wasn't it? Checo?
That was so fun. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So y'all go check that video out. Great times. But I didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah.
Just had to throw that out there.
No, please. I thought that was one of the most badass sporting events I've ever been to.
Yeah, it was amazing. I didn't know it was that many European foreign people here in the Metroplex. I felt like it didn't even feel like Dallas when I was out there. I saw so many Red Bull fans. It was insane. I was tripping. Like, I didn't feel like I was in Dallas that day. And I was right in downtown where I typically go all the time. Happiest hour. Like Exactly. Like, maybe the least diverse place in all of Uptown is Happiest Hour, and to see as many people. Yeah, totally. I mean, Unc, did you go to that too, or did you know about it? No. This was a couple years before. I don't even know if Unc knew about the show then.
He had a show I didn't even know.
Unc, what were you doing back then? What year was that? Was that 21?
That was 21, I believe. Yeah, it was. I mean, when people were ready to get out the house.
I think 21, I might have still been working.
Yeah.
Like, maybe was I still in high school? I don't know.
In that technology game.
Yeah. 21, what's this, 24?
Yep.
Yeah, I think
Shout out Ziosk.
Yeah, I think I retired in 21. at the end of 21.
Hey, you didn't know
No,
okay,
no,
tech
the
chops,
first
did you,
part of
Christiana?
22.
I didn't.
We're airmen and we're a tech guy right here, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, don't let them fool you now. Got them chops.
Hey.
I've never been
going-
fooled.
You know, I was going to bring last play I was in. The director gave me a little award for my, for like he likes my acting.
Yeah.
And I was gonna bring it and sit it right here today, so everybody will know that I'm just acting up here. This is not.
Yeah. Hey,
This is just-
Unc put on the face whenever.
Yeah,
So, but you ain't acting though right now.
No.
But no, Christiana, I was gonna ask you this. So I know you mentioned, and am I cutting you off? Did you have another statement? I'm sorry, I don't mean to do that.
No. Oh no.
All right, cool. So you mentioned everyone, or F1 has told everyone to get away from the game, basically put down the sticks, put down everything. I don't want to hear from you. Don't email me, none of this. Has Max been live streaming? Because that is not putting it down, right? That is getting reps in, a lot of reps in.
If I had to guess, that dude is absolutely live streaming his racing. I feel like probably, I don't know. I actually don't know. That's a really good question. I'm going to look into it afterwards because I feel like if he's not doing it as himself, he's under like incognito mode.
He's got another a
screen
spam
name,
account.
Not Max Verstappen.
Yeah.
So probably. Actually, it'd be so funny if he was like Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah.
Pretended to be someone else. So. I don't know. Probably.
I mean, I would be.
Like, I feel like he probably is
if
doing
that's
that.
if that's all you're doing in your off time anyway during this, like while you have races during the week, like I would absolutely be getting my reps in on the next race. He probably knows that next track like the back of his hand at this point.
Oh yeah, and it's the Netherlands or Dutch, so he's like that's his game. So I feel like he for sure. That's a great question. I'm actually gonna go see because I bet you there's people probably giving him a bunch of shit for it.
We talked about it. That simulated training does wonders. Is all I'm saying. Hey, go to the In Group International if you want a little more information on that. But .com that is. What were you gonna say?
No. I'm just saying. Hey, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
That's not actually racing. That's gaming, right?
Absolutely.
So he probably is. And if he's not, because he may get caught, he can actually use my name.
Yeah. Because I watch. And I take that. We can split the revenue.
Absolutely.
Straight up. So
that would be hilarious. Actually, I would love that.
Also, y'all know CY as the first lady of F1, but what you don't know is she's the woman behind the scenes for Apple TV, for the baseball analytics on Friday Night Baseball, analytics at NASCAR, correct? Right?
Correct.
Right, real-time analytics we're talking about for you sports bettors out there. I believe they just got a contract with the NBA, and they're working some things out for that as well. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, if I misspeak, please speak up and say something, but these are all facts. All right? Miss CY ain't all about that track. Okay? She's about them analytics, baby. Them numbers, man. What's going down? If you like to put dollars on games, listen up, people. We're about to have a little betting talk. So, CY, you want to talk about a little betting today. What's going down?
I did want to talk about betting because I feel like it is right now in its like prime time. I feel like everyone I know is betting or they're doing fantasy things like Prize Picks or Underdog. And I'm just seeing a lot more buzz, all of them, right? And even when I turn on my TV, I'm here in Texas. It's not legal to bet here, but I feel like I'm being bombarded with these ads. And I'm
You're jealous too.
What's going on? I'm like, hey, don't show this to me. I can't even bet here. Take this away
Set
from
up
me.
that VPN somewhere.
I don't need Jamie Foxx from BetMGM showing me that I can't bet in Texas. But
exactly.
It made me think, I was like, you know what? I want to kind of talk about the industry a little bit because I feel like as fans and people listening, they might not really know how these things work. And I think if you're a fan of any sport or any business or you understand technology, I think it's kind of cool to understand how data flows through sports. So I thought I would give a little behind the scenes.
Hold on real quick, CY, because this is a big deal.
Yeah.
This is a big deal. I gotta put a red alert out there. Sure. My hot buttons. Okay, my hot buttons ain't working like they're supposed to. Anyways, I was trying to put a red alert out there for you guys and gals. But continue on, Miss CY.
Thank you. I thought it might be fun if I could kind of talk a little bit about how a pitch comes in from a game or a lap signal from a NASCAR race, how that happening in real time, how that data flies around the world and ends up in the hands of a sportsbook operator or a fan. So you open DraftKings or whatever your app is, how that number ultimately ends up in your phone. Can I talk
Yeah,
about it?
absolutely. Please get after it
Okay.
right now.
I'll make it snappy, but I think it's interesting for people. So, as you guys know, like in sports, there's so much data that can come out of a single football game or a single baseball game. Baseball to me is kind of the craziest. Like, there's a lot of historical information, but like every pitch, every move. Oh, look at the money on the screen. All of the different data that comes out of these sports is stored somewhere. But there's also what are called official data providers. So there's companies like Sport Radar and Genius Sports who collect this data from the leagues. They pay a lot of money and say, hey, the NBA, we want to be your official data provider. And they sign these massive deals. So it's not actually the NBA giving data to a sports book. It's not the MLB giving that data. So there's a lot of people kind of in this chain. If you were like kind of thinking of a manufacturing line of a bet, we're still very early. We're in like the pitches come through. Someone's literally still in a stadium capturing. Are you raising your hand?
Yes.
Oh, are we saying a pledge? What's happening?
I'm asking a question.
Oh, yes, sir. Please. I was like, are we? Put your paws up. What's happening? Okay.
Yeah,
Yes, sir. May. Yeah.
Wait,
Sir.
wait a minute, see why. I'm gonna give JA a little lesson right now. When you want to ask a question, do like this.
One
So
finger.
hold your hand. That's how. He's like, does that mean stop or what?
Yeah, my bad. Okay.
No. Yeah, that means question. Yeah, thank you.
Ding. Question.
Ding. Yes, sir.
What types of? Because this is real time information that I'm talking that's going around the world right now. I know there's some satellites involved. What types of tools outside of satellites go into moving this information around the world this quick? Like, it is insane to me. You know, like a collection tool, for instance, like what would that look like?
Well, there's literally, and some of these, I can't confirm which brands use what, but at a lot of these games, there's actually a physical person sitting in a stadium capturing, like, did they make or miss the free throw? Was it a 3-pointer? Like, what kind of rebound was this? The timeout was called. Like, there's a lot of manual effort that still goes into data collection. Now,
Absolutely. It's all about inputs.
Exactly. Like there is some like kind of computer vision where like they'll go back and review things for like soccer as an example. Like, did it cross the line? Did it not? What is it? But there's still like a very manual approach to it, which I think is very interesting because I feel like that means things could go wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, for sure.
So let's just pretend like a pitch is thrown, that pitch is caught, somebody is inputting information, that data goes into the cloud above and is then generated, like captured from all of the games happening in real time, every player that's on the field. Like there's so much that's coming just from
So they are
alone.
Basically whoever, let's say I'm pitch count, right? So I'm counting ball strikes, whether it's fastball, slider, changeup, type of pitch, right? So this person's basically inputting this information and there's some type of API layered on top of whatever they're using that is now going back and giving the information to the system in a real time like format.
It has to be real time.
That's
Because let's say somebody betting in the venue of a place, right? There's no delay, there's no TV. Like if we were inside, let's say we could bet on the Rangers game at the Rangers stadium. Like you can't have a lag. That information has to be crisp. It has to be coming in. So very long way to explain that there's still a lot of manual pieces to sports betting. And there's a lot of people who touch that number before it ultimately ends up in the hands of a bettor. And yesterday I did a podcast conversation and someone said, well, with all of this AI and sports betting, like, do you think fans are going to ignore their gut instinct and then bet against the numbers or, depending on where they're at? And it was a really great question. If I saw the odds not looking great for a player that I like I love Aaron Judge. If I saw a probability that he wasn't going to get this home run, I don't know if I want to bet against him. Like I still want to go with my gut that he's going to hit it. And I thought that was really funny. It was like, yeah, there's all this tech, all this data, but does it mean that people are going to forget their gut instinct? And I think that like if you're a real fan that's emotionally tied to a game or a sport, it's really hard to avoid the the kind of tension of like, oh, I don't know if I want to do it. I have a teammate who literally will not play fantasy football with us because he cannot, in his right mind, root for a player from another team. Like he will not put a non-cow. He would have all the Cowboys as his lineup for fantasy football if he could, because he cannot handle the idea of like rooting for somebody that isn't the Cowboys.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly
Wow. I mean, that's me.
Oh,
That's me. I love that. And see, well, I don't know if you know, but the OG Jonas just joined us on the show.
I
Jonas
see him.
Bull on the
Hey,
screen.
Jonas.
What's up, Jay?
How's it going?
Good to see you,
I was
brother.
listening to Sports Betting 101 over here, just about data collection and how these things work.
What's up,
I'll
Jonas?
just say, you look good. What have you been up to? You look bronze. You look rested. Were you on vacation? What's happening?
That's my screen filter.
Oh,
It's screen
Oh,
filter.
it's
It's
good.
all done by AI.
It's the contour.
Yeah, you know,
Watching
Jonas is
TikTok
a
tutorials.
Yep.
Do your
Jonas
makeup?
is a comedian by night. But no, so Jay, we were just talking. You missed the F1 talk. We were just talking a little F1 and the madness going on with the contracts
I haven't
and
caught up with F1 since the Olympics started.
oh
Well, it's
man,
okay. There's a break.
I
You're
have no
okay.
idea.
You're okay.
yeah. You've been all over the Olympics, huh?
All up in the Olympics.
Hey, that's a good thing to be all up in right now.
Oh
Like
yeah.
yesterday and today has been the first day that I really haven't been like all up in it.
Oh man, you missed it yesterday, Jay. You missed it, man. You should have been up in there yesterday.
Yeah, there's a lot going on yesterday.
No, I'm just, hey man, it was a good day, because now we
There's a lot
gained
going on
about
every day.
yeah, every day. But yesterday was a very good day.
Yeah, and
When's the last day? How many more days do we have?
August 11th is the last. No. August 11th is the last day of track and field. The last day of the Olympics is the 13th.
is it 13th? Okay.
Don't
No,
quote me
it's
on
next
that.
Tuesday.
Don't quote me on that. But it's coming up pretty quick.
I'm quoting on this. He said.
It's pretty solid. Hey, pretty solid on it. Typically.
No, I bet you're right. But that's good. I want to.
No, it's something like that. I can't. Yeah. But anyway, see, like, go ahead with your.
Starts on the 28th.
Yeah. Oh, you know what? You're absolutely right. So I think it's a gap in between.
It's about a
Like
week
a-
gap.
Yeah. So it's somewhere around the 13th, and then they start back 13th. One of those
Is
teams.
that
I'm
for
gonna
the
say it like.
Paralympics? Is that what you were saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, Paralympics.
Cool. I didn't know that.
Nice.
I didn't know they were like backed up close to each other. That's awesome.
Nice. So CY, are there any other tips that you can give us? Like, gonna appear if it's this option or something to look for, like a cheat code.
I can't give any cheat codes. Probably I can't give you any cheat codes. But what I would tell you is that sports books have a lot of pressure on them right now. This is why I'm like, keep your options open. If you can bet, there are a lot of really cool tools that help you kind of compare pricing across certain betting opportunities or betting platforms. There's a lot of data that you can read into. But there's a lot of pressure also because so many people are interested in betting. Like, I think there's going to be a fight to demand more users to different places. Like, why don't we have a platform? I don't need a women betting platform. I don't need like a Bumble of betting, but I would really like to see something maybe caters to like the audience that I want to target. Like, maybe there's a way to get more casual fans involved. So
For
all
sure.
I wanted to say was, is there's a lot of pressure on these companies. There's a lot of acquisitions happening. You'll see companies that have built some really powerful tech getting scooped up by these books. And there's a reason for that, right? Like, they're trying to stay ahead of the game. They're using AI to do these things. They're using the sports expertise that they have. So I would just tell people that there's a lot of more cool things coming and new products that I think are going to make it easier, more fun, and more engaging. And I don't know, more real time than the current platforms that exist. So I'm excited about it. There's a lot of acquisitions happening too, which has been fun to follow.
And I've got some great ideas for you guys, so we might need to talk offline. I think there's a great opportunity in gaming, right? Because these gamers have a ton, and I'm sure y'all have thought about this already. I don't know. There's a ton of people gaming and a ton of people watching them games. So if there's a way that some people could put some money up against, who's gonna win this college 25 right here?
Yeah. Yeah.
There's so many other ways that, and to outside of the big sports, right? That give
Totally.
the other community some.
Well, I got a call
power
the other
back.
day, and that someone was like, "Could you help us bet on Carjitsu?" And I said, "I'm sorry."
Carjitsu. Yes.
And they was like, you don't know the seatbelt strangler? I was like, what are you saying? And literally, these two guys sit in a car, and they have to fight in the confined space of a vehicle.
What?
This is a seatbelt. This is a real thing.
Have you not watched this?
No.
This is going big time. This is legit
Carjitsu?
going big time.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
Wait a minute.
Two dudes sitting in the car, getting after it.
And you restrained still by the seatbelt. You gotta keep the seatbelt on?
Sometimes
Okay.
you take your seatbelt off and you strangle
They
the
have
other
to.
person.
So they have to
Yeah.
start. So they have to start in the front seat with seatbelt on, hands on. Hands down. And then
Carjitsu.
when they call time, they can start for. They can go for whatever. Like they can use.
Jonathan's face.
My mind is blown right now.
No, my mind is-
thrown out the window.
People are coming up with
Hey.
everything now.
Hey.
Car fight.
Hey,
You, Jonas,
I
know.
wish they would have had that when I was younger because they owe me some money because I done had 4 or 5 fights inside of the car. I'm like, wow, you can get paid. You can get paid for that?
Somebody saw you doing that and made something out of it.
Hey,
I was like, hold on. I saw this guy back in the Gap whooping ass in the car. We got to make a sport out of this because it was amazing.
Also-
My eyes were glued.
I'm like, wow.
You guys gotta look. You guys have to look it up because it is as insane as you think it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like that's every day on 635. People are killing each other on.
Hey.
Did you see yesterday?
Oh, I was at
It was a car wreck on 635 yesterday. The guy gets out.
Stabs three
he
people.
stabs 3 people on
And then-
635.
and then
And,
it take
like-
and 2 of the people he stabbed were trying to stop a fight, and he just stabbing people. And he
It was
takes
like
2 of the.
demolition
He took a
derby,
car.
an MMA fight, a knife fight.
This dude took the toll truck car that came and hit the tollway guy. One of the people that pulled over to try to help him, he got in their car and hit them and stabbed the person. This is Dallas, Texas.
I thought we were safer in our cars, staying in
We're
our
talking,
cars. It goes
man.
Hey, all I'm
Get it.
saying is
The
that
Uber drones.
somebody should have been paying attention to Greg Abbott. Somebody should have been open carrying. I would have busted a cap on him, all that.
Man,
He would've-
you know, hey, all that other stuff would have fallen by the wayside. Literally.
Nah, I'm just teasing. But I'm just saying.
Allegedly.
Yeah, I mean,
Nah, but I'm just saying.
Be
Self-defense.
aware of What's going on?
What's going on 6?
that's wild.
But I'm gonna tell you this. Me
He said
personally,
you'd have popped him.
I stay off 635. I avoid 635. No, for real. I'm serious. I avoid 635 like the plague, man.
Yeah.
I do.
I do too.
I
hit
really
that,
do.
I'll hit that underground tollway on 635.
If
But I do not like to
I'm
go on
gonna tell you
635.
like this. If I gotta go someplace, I will find a different way other than 6. No, for real.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not,
horrible.
I'll go on the service road, but
Hey.
I won't. 635 is wrong,
That
man.
GBT.
All of my DFW residents, if you know, you know.
Yeah.
Oh
Hey.
my god.
But no, Christiana, no, it's been awesome talking to you about the contracts and everything going on in F1 and these betting tips, man. We can just throw this. We can make a betting segment every week if you want to. I'm gonna just throw it out there.
You know what? I'll come back with some betting tips on actual things I think are interesting.
I'm good to bet on.
But yeah,
Okay.
For sure.
We'll do some of that. I think that'd be really fun. And
Like-
I'll keep you guys posted on my betting on Carjitsu.
Yeah.
Hey, I gotta go look that up, man.
Yeah, it
I
looks like-
promise you that I'm gonna go
Uncle's
look.
really mad. Uncle's owed some checks for his fight.
Hold on, I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna look this up in just a second.
Carjitsu, man. I gotta. Hey,
Yeah. Gotta see
So
this.
like I said, I feel like they owe me 3 checks already.
Yeah.
3, 4 checks.
This for helping establish the brand.
Up on the screen.
Yeah. I
What'd you say,
I
Jay?
wish we could pull it up.
I think I was one of the first.
Man,
But we just
that's
wasn't getting
crazy.
paid for that kind of stuff, man.
Yeah, that's crazy. Oh
I think
my
that's
gosh,
the
there it
Carjitsu.
is. Right on. Well, yeah, CY, we'll let you have the rest of your day, man. We're about to get into this tech talk, but thank you so much. First Lady F1, you are off the chain, and I don't got to tell you that. You know it. Keep hitting them Pilates, girl.
Oh, bye, guys.
Hi.
All right, see why.
Hey. Oh, yeah. What's up, Jay?
Hey, how's it going?
Man,
But
all
this-
is well, bro. What's going on, big dog? Been good?
Man, staying busy. Staying
And
Staying
busy,
busy.
man. You need to calm down. You need to take a vacation after your vacation.
Hey, but Jonas, I'm not surprised that you already know about Carjitsu, if I'm saying it right.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised that you are.
At all.
But this is
I don't even know how I
remember,
discovered that, but
I gotta go see this.
Yeah, it's pretty
yeah.
amazing. I'm about to watch a
wild.
clip right now.
You know, but,
Actually.
hey, you know, because back in the day when Unc was young, Unc kind of loved some, you know, hand-to-hand combat. You know, it didn't matter if it was in the ring or at the club. Unc just used to love a little combat.
These dudes are getting after it, pinning their head against the door.
Oh yeah.
What? My guy's in a headlock right now.
Yeah, oh.
In the back seat, standing up. Hold
Yeah.
on, dog. How did I miss this? Where have I been? When did this become a thing, Jay? Like, I know you've been on it.
It's been going,
Look
for
at it.
a year
Oh,
or two.
they let you see. Oh, they're going. Oh my goodness.
How long, Jay?
At least a couple of years.
Are you serious?
Man, he had him in a.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I thought he was finna choke him out. He had him in a front headlock, Jay. And man, he was almost to that choke out point.
Can you bite? You can't bite.
Yeah. No, I don't
Same
think you can
rules.
bite.
No,
Okay.
you can't
All right, no, I'm gonna turn this off. This is the distraction. That looks way too interesting right now.
Hey, but I gotta
get back to it though. It was like fun. Hey, I was driving one time and got choked out by one of my homies. I mean, I didn't get choked out. I was laughing while he was trying to choke me, and everybody else was like, I'm not gonna say his name, but bro, you tripping? Jay's driving, and I'm laughing. So yeah, like.
Oh,
he tried to. I thought he was playing.
Well, he was serious while he was driving.
While I was driving.
Now, see, I'm gonna pull over. But now we finna go to some car.
But I didn't think. So this particular friend, we call him Blackout Name. So when he blacks out, like nobody knows what's going on, and then nobody knows if he's for real or not. But he's a cool cat. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't really a fight. But he calmed down. Anyways, Carjitsu got me way off topic.
Yeah, sure did.
Jay, what's going down, bro? Life been good, man. Life treating you well.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. We had a tornado. I don't know if you heard about that.
No.
Yeah, I had a tornado up here north of Dallas, and kind of threw things into a mess.
Wow, you got hit by a tornado?
What was this, Jay?
A little bit, not too bad, but yeah, we got several places around here got tore up pretty good.
You talking about like a month and a half ago when the tornadoes hit all around?
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Jeez, I didn't realize. I didn't know you got hit.
Still going.
Why? Like
still recovering.
Damage control.
Oh yeah, it's it's still a mess in some places.
Oh, yeah.
That service station they're talking about, everybody had 2,000 people piled up in. It's still a mess.
But I'm saying if you're in it, I should know. Like, and that I'm aggravated that I didn't know, bro. Like, I'd come, help or something, bro. You still need some help with anything? Like, that's troubling. That's bothering me.
We're good. We're good.
Right on.
Okay.
Well, Jay,
we
what's going down? We got good old tech talk right now. What's good, man? What you got for us today, big dog?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've heard about this AI thing the last couple of years, but it's kind of a big deal.
Allen Iverson?
Artificial intelligence.
I thought he was talking about Andre Iguodala.
I thought you were talking about that.
I know that, some of them are big deals too.
Yeah.
But no, it's coming along. It's everybody was talking about Chat GPT and Stable Diffusion and what is it? Not Dreamcast. That was a
video game
product.
It's Dream. I used it like 2 days ago.
Yeah, you use it all the time. Midjourney is the one I was actually thinking about.
Midjourney is the most popular one for sure. I also use one that a lot of people don't know about that I think is great called Leonardo AI. That's my favorite.
That's another good one. Another good one, and there's Anthropic has their models, and Google's got their thing now. But it's becoming a big part of business. The Apple is putting it into getting ready to put it in their phones, or already starting to. Samsung is putting it in their phones. I'm not sure exactly how that's supposed to work, but it's all over the place. And so, you know, businesses are using it right and left. Startups are jumping all over this, of course, and got some cool stuff going on there.
Yeah.
So I think
just
that's
talking about AI and those tools, or what? Just in general?
Yeah, I think in general. I mean, I think in terms of like what's going on in the world lately, news wise, I think they released 18.1. I think is the version, which has the Apple Intelligence included. I have not received that update yet, so I don't know. But we'll see. I'll be real interested in that because they usually do a pretty good job of making things user friendly and stuff like that. So that should be interesting. Nice. And just you know, it's super exciting world to be in right now because there's a lot of really interesting things happening. There's a lot of people with really great ideas coming along, and you know, it's pretty cool to be a part of that.
Yeah,
especially because it's going really, really fast.
Yep. I'm sure.
I know there's a lot of people getting scared of it. But
this is what I want to talk about, Jay. You know, every time you leave for a little bit, you come back and you come back with some dope stuff, right? That you've been working on, right? And I don't not specifics, but can you kind of shed some light on something that the people haven't seen, that, you know, not going too deep into it, that kind of give them a heads up on some.
So something that, you know, we're just talking about sports betting, and so that now, like I say, like you said, I can't really talk about too much details about it. And so this isn't strictly speaking sports betting that this is around. So, but we'll use the sports betting as an example because it's a good example that's relevant and isn't their specific thing. So if you can imagine, like, you know, baseball, like there's the whole sabermetrics, you know, like there's websites with tons of data about baseball players. There's getting to be tons of data about basketball players and others. And if you can imagine not only taking that data, which is historical data, so we can look at, we can look at Allen Iverson and say, you know, he's taken this many shots on goal, he's hit this many, so many of them have been 3 points, he's had this many passes, he's had this many, you know, recoveries or whatever. You can take all that historical data and feed that in and do statistics with it. Like we've known that for a long time.
Yeah.
But then where we want to listen to the news and hear what's going on with like these, you know, sports books and guys who do projections of like what they expect is going to happen, is because they're paying attention to the news. Like they're looking at, like, you know, not just the statistics, the numbers, but they're also looking at, you know, like, well, last week he had a bad game, so maybe this week, you know, based on, you know, what's happened in the past, you know, chances are he's going to come back hard and go a little harder this week to make up for it. Or he's going to be in a slump because, you know, depending on the personality.
Yep.
And so what we can start doing now is take not only those numbers that we've always had, but we're also able to take and scrape data off the web and say, like, you know, pull in from news sources, ESPN or NBC Sports or whatever, pull in that information from news sources and plug all that stuff into, you know, like a graph database that connects different components of what makes something
like his behaviors,
a winning game. Behaviors and injuries and, you know, even relationships with other players. So like if LeBron is good all the time, but he's best when, you know, some other players,
when he gets 3 days rest or he's not playing against KD.
Or you know, like he's got another player that really, you know, helps him elevate his game like 10 extra points.
Yep.
And that player's got injured.
No, I'm just teasing.
Yeah, maybe that's not the best.
LeBron gets KD as a bad example. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah. But you can take all that stuff and plug it in together and get.
I apologize, man.
You're good. No. but we can take all that stuff and plug it in and get an answer.
Yeah.
Of like, what do you think the spread's going to be?
Yeah.
And just ask that question and get an answer based on like a lot more of the intangible information than what we have ever been able to get before.
So
like,
it sounds like
we
they're trying to
about before that, like,
sounds like they're trying to find a way to capture the human element, what's been missing in analytics, right?
That's that's exactly it.
Add that into the puzzle, right? Into the equation. Yeah.
That's exactly what we're trying to do is capture some of the human element there. And it's not going to be, the great thing about this is that it's not a human, it doesn't understand all of the things that a person does, but it can help you as just, regular guy, or even if you're like somebody who is an expert on this, like Unc is, and it can help you understand better and keep up better with things that you might not have time to keep up with because you're focused on Carjitsu.
Yeah. And see, I'm, it's that whole human element of things is so serious. Like it's really hard to capture that in any way, but it sounds like they're getting closer, and that's it's kind of scary, almost.
Closer, but it's never gonna be. I don't think you're ever gonna use a machine to capture the human element because the machine is not a human.
Yeah, like clutch gene, you can't. Element. I guess that clutch is something you could capture, right? If you have, maybe if it's a vet that has years of experience and you've seen how many times in this particular situation they've been able to come through and produce. Yeah. Versus a rookie that you don't have any information on, you wouldn't be able to have that same statistic with that individual because you don't have any data to support any of that unless you go to college, but it's a different level at this point.
What, like right now, at least what we're going to be able to do is look at things like, like what commentators are saying about somebody who's a rookie, like, oh, we're super excited about him. Well, I mean, you hear that all the time. It doesn't always mean anything.
How often does it pan out?
Yeah. And so, there's some other things that you can take into consideration there because we can make the difference between the machine and the person is that we can make the machine be disciplined.
Yeah.
Whereas people get excited, people get, have like Christina was talking about, people have, biases towards a team or towards a player. And sometimes those they're really hardcore about that. And they just can't, step outside of that. But the machine, you just tell it what you want it to do. And, it may take you a couple of tries to get that, how to tell it correct. But you can tell the machine to be, no, take this on as if you're completely neutral to the situation. Don't have a dog in that hunt. Yeah. And give me what you think is the best projection for it. Yep. Or vice versa. You can say, so like thinking about it in terms of betting, because betting is a game. Yeah. Right. In and of itself. Yep. And so if you're looking at like, well, how do I need to bet on this? You don't just necessarily need to look at like what the statistics are. You also have to look at it as like, what are other people going to be betting on? Yeah. That's likely to have an opposite outcome from what they expect. For sure. So like, if you can say, like everybody's going to be betting on the Cowboys to, make it to the playoffs and then flunk out. Okay, well,
that's a good bet. Nobody's great bet. I'll take those odds.
Right, right. So why would you bet against that? But if you have some, like if you have some other reason to, you want to be looking for the things that are going to be a big outlier difference between, an outlier between what everybody's expecting, and what the common knowledge is expecting, and then what a different outcome might be. Yep. For sure. So if you got, if you got everybody betting on, the Stars to go back to the World Series, and you have reason to believe that they've got a lot of injuries or they've traded a bunch of players, all that kind of stuff's public knowledge. But people don't always make rational decisions. So if you can project like, here's what everybody's thinking is going to be, and you can say,
but this is what's really going to happen.
Yeah, they're using social behaviors. They're tapping into social behaviors to try and sway
Yeah,
somebody
exactly.
who might be on the fence or just looking to have a recreational bet and don't have any knowledge of the specific sport. What's everybody else doing? So
Right. Exactly.
yeah,
And then
gotcha.
the other thing about that where it starts really getting deep is like, okay, maybe everybody knows that everybody knows this, so maybe there's going to be some people who are going to bet the opposite just because they think that some of these people are going to lose.
For sure.
So
For sure.
then you start saying, well, what if I take something on as a like a side bet or whatever with those people that counters whatever it is that they're that they're thinking is going to happen, because there's just so many different directions you can go with that, and you can use the machine brain to be disciplined about it
For sure.
instead of just completely you still can use your gut feeling, but
you have some support, right?
have
some
support
reasoning
behind
your decision.
Exactly.
Right on. Well, hey, y'all, I gotta take a quick break, y'all. We'll be right back. Hey, what's going down? And we are back, man. Hold on, let me get my seating right. There we are. Yeah, man. Just had to take a quick intermission, but there was that was Tech Talk with Jonas, man. So happy to have Jay back in the building. My guy's been busy and been around the world and yeah. But
It's true.
oh yeah, you were in France before the Olympics started, right?
Yep.
How was it looking over there? Did you see any new structures up that you hadn't seen before?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. It was a lot.
Yeah.
They did a lot to build that up, and everybody's all mad because there was blocking roads and blocking even foot traffic and all that kind of stuff.
What type of security measures did they put up out there for the Olympics? 'Cause,
Police
it's
everywhere.
been quite a bit going on in France in the recent years.
Yeah, they had roads blocked off. It was probably more like police presence than I've ever really seen there before. But they also have like a lot of European countries. They have facial recognition and cameras and stuff all over the place.
Yep.
So lots of surveillance, lots of kind of cordoning things off, blocking things off roads and stuff.
Gotcha.
We were talking about the little restaurant that we went to for have a drink. There was
So when you walk
nice
down
little
the street,
restaurant right on the same, but it's can't get to it now.
Wow, that's
All blocked off.
wow,
Jonas,
losing
so-
business.
So when you walk down the street, they know you Jonas Bull because they recognize your face.
That's
that
right.
facial recognition.
I mean, they probably don't know you Jonas Bull.
That's right.
They can find out in 10 seconds.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
You know,
and they know what
or
objects
less.
they know what objects you
me.
have in your pockets.
Yeah, and then if you are on the wanted list, when they see your face, it's automatically a notification. Like if you are somebody they looking for, as soon as that camera see you, it's a notification that this guy is in the area. I mean, they might not be
Absolutely.
looking for you,
Yeah.
but you may be a threat or something. As soon as that camera see your face, everybody know you're in there.
Yes, sir. That facial recognition. Yes, sir.
I mean,
You better not be a mark, man.
Oh, and
Stay
a
under
lot
the
of
radar.
people have problems with
But-
that stuff.
well, they
but I
even
don't.
have
Yeah,
they even
yeah,
have
for sure. It's going hard in China right now.
for the
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
the little bus passes. I don't think I have it with me, but they even have like your face even on the little bus pass.
Oh wow, on a bus pass?
Yeah.
Jeez,
So you can
that's like a
get it on
write-down.
your phone too, which is just as good. 'Cause,
Yeah, that's nuts.
See, but here in America, that'll infringe on our personal rights and all that, so we can't have it.
Well, yeah, because this ain't a. Yeah, you're right. That privacy that we always talk about, right?
Okay.
But yeah, it's time to dive in. Hey, so we're gonna start this sports section off, man, with a good old Snoop Dogg. Word on the street is he's making $500,000 a day to promote
Wouldn't
the
surprise me.
Olympics. $500,000 a
surprise
day?
me.
Well, you know, Snoop has reinvented itself about 20 times.
I have a question, huh?
What's that?
Who's the most?
What's the
Simone
difference?
Biles. Simone Biles, right? She's probably the most decorated Olympian right now. Like currently at the Olympics.
Currently at the Olympics. She's one of them, I'll say that.
Actually,
Simone Biles
actually,
or Katie.
Katie Ledecky is the currently
Yeah, Katie
is
Ledecky,
currently there.
right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Katie Ledecky. Snoop Dogg's making $500,000 a day at the Olympics. I got a question. How much is Katie Ledecky making? She's
Nothing.
not a dime.
She only makes something if she wins.
She didn't make
And I
any.
think it's the goal is
It's like 30K.
37,000, I think.
$37,000
for winning the gold medal.
So she got to win 10 of them to make $130,000 less than what Snoop making right now.
Absolutely.
I'd love to be Snoop. That's a great job.
Because he can't do nothing, but he getting paid the most money.
Getting paid
He
everything.
get paid the most money to
Hey.
talk about what the people can actually do.
Well, it's not even that he's being paid to talk about it. He is such an attraction. Like, and when you talk to the kids, like they don't have the same connection to the Olympics like we do,
No.
but they have a connection to Snoop, right? And they have a connection to what Snoop does is pretty cool to be a part of, and we're gonna tune in just to see what he's doing. So they're paying for those highs.
Oh, absolutely. Oh,
That's
yeah, they paying for it.
That's the value Snoop brings, because I was wondering, at the last Olympics, Snoop Dogg and Kevin Hart had a show on Peacock, and it was wildly successful.
Yeah.
This year it was like Kevin Hart and Keenan, right? The guy on Saturday Night Live, the chubby guy from Good Burger.
As successful as it was last time.
Yeah, I haven't watched any of them.
Yeah.
But I was mad because I didn't know that they hired Snoop to come to NBC and not Peacock.
Yeah.
Right? But then I see Snoop everywhere on NBC, and then I hear he's getting $500K a day. That dude right there is a walking billboard, man.
Oh, yeah.
Like anything he touches is gonna sell. It's wild. Besides Skechers. Skechers sell.
Hey. Oh, hey, Skechers sell way more than you think.
Yeah.
You better look down at my feet right now.
You got Skechers on?
I got Skechers on right
now. Hey, got them Snoops on.
Hey, while they talking about Skechers, I got 16,376 steps today, all in Skechers. You better raise up off Skechers.
Hey, so Snoop know what he doing.
Snoop know what he doing, because this is the honest truth. I ain't trying to give nobody no plug, but I went in the store when I first started walking after I retired.
Yeah.
Because walking is my new job.
Absolutely.
So I went in the store. I tried on
great
Brooks.
Job.
I tried on Nikes. I tried on Adidas and all that. They were hard on my feet.
Yeah.
They felt hard. And on the way out the door, I looked over and I said, man, let me try a pair of them Skechers.
Yeah.
Put them on my feet and walk around the aisle. Give me 2 pairs.
Wow.
And that's 2.5 years ago, and I've been through 12 pairs since then.
There's a difference between walking and running.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's different shoes, walking and running.
Oh, yeah. Now, if I was running, I would probably have on some Adidas or something. But for Skechers, one of the commercials came out for Skechers saying Skechers are for walking.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And I believe it for so
Yeah, so Skechers is what that is
when
it comes to. Wow.
Every day is Skechers.
That's no. So I take that back, Snoop. You've been wildly successful in everything. And they're making some sketches that look like Chuck Taylor's for you right now.
Yeah.
But I mean, how do y'all feel about that? The fact that Snoop is getting paid. I mean, I think it's dope.
I think this is
if it's anybody, I love the fact that it's Snoop.
This is the whole thing. I'm glad Snoop is making that much money, but it's a damn shame that the athletes is making such a little amount.
A gold medal should be worth more than $37,000.
Yeah.
Like, what is the actual gold worth $37,000?
No, that's what they pay you.
I know, but I'm saying, is the gold medal actually worth $37,000?
Probably,
like,
it'll probably be worth more than that because it's an Olympic medal. But now, see, this is the thing. If you're from the United States, you get $37,000 for winning the gold medal.
Yeah.
But like Julian Alpha, is from St. Lucia.
She ain't got to worry about the rest of her life.
Now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, St. Lucia's going to give her a big house, somewhere to live, and they're going to praise her for the rest of her life, and she ain't got to worry about nothing.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And it was one other athlete, I can't remember. They got the gold medal. They got that $37,000. But then their country gave them $150,000.
Oh, wow.
But America's going to give you goose eggs.
Absolutely. I mean, we can barely
Chinese Taipei, Taiwan, in other words.
Yep.
Because I know they had a winner. So Singapore actually, I think, has the highest payout at $737,000. But
of their currency,
Hong Kong. No, that's U.S. dollars.
$737,000 for a gold.
Million.
Yeah, from that country, not from the Olympics. Yeah,
from that country.
Yeah, no, not from the Olympics. But yeah, Hong Kong. I'm sorry, Hong Kong is $770,000.
Yeah. It's a massive deal, I guess, if someone wins a gold from those countries. Though.
Well, you know, Karate James.
Yeah.
From Grenada.
Mm-hmm.
When you land in Grenada, do you know what it says?
What?
Welcome to the home of Karate James.
Wow.
The whole island. Welcome to the home. That says that at the airport. I'm not talking about, I mean, it's big, huge.
Yeah.
It's bigger than the airport. Man, I don't even know the name.
So he's everything to that country.
You know what? They may have even renamed the airport Karate James Airport because it's sad. They might as well, because the first thing you see is welcome to the home of Karate James.
That is awesome. First of all.
And then they built a brand new stadium with state of art because Grenada's a small place.
Yeah.
They never had anything like that.
Yeah.
What Karate James Stadium.
Man, that is sick. Yeah. That's cool.
I was really happy to see the. I was really happy to see the St. Lucia girl take the 100.
That was
pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that
I
was
mean,
cool.
it was-
I wish
some
I
of
wish
them had-
Dallas girl would have won.
I'm gonna say this, Jonas.
But it's cool.
I'm gonna say it was cool, but I wasn't happy.
Mhm.
Because I wanted Sha'Carri to win.
Absolutely.
I really did.
Yeah,
I mean,
100%.
and that's a whole nother story.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that story.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that story.
We're gonna call that gate.
So I
gate.
just want to throw out one more thing on the incentives.
Yeah.
That you know, a lot of them have things like where that like they'll give them a car or an apartment or something like that, which is cool.
Oh yeah.
One of the most interesting things that people get is South Korea, and South Korea get like 50K for 55K for a gold medal, but if you're a man, you also get exempt from military service.
Oh, that's awesome. But
Yeah, thought that was kind of interesting.
they have to be competing pretty young because I think they go to the military pretty early over there, right?
They would have to
Yeah.
be competing pretty young. So that 50,
Yeah,
50
so
something
in
year old
other
guy
words,
that's
that's just an incentive that ain't nobody gonna get. Because I think they go to the military at 16, 17.
Hey, and you said a man. I know it was an 11-year-old, 13-year-old skateboarders in the Olympics this year, but they were women, right?
Yeah, from China.
yeah.
Yeah, Japan.
I mean,
Japan.
Excuse me.
Yep.
Yeah, Japan.
Yeah, for sure.
Skateboard.
For sure. No, that's
I
insane, man.
know this, and I'll stop talking about it, but I don't want anybody from South Korea or China, for that matter, shooting at me because they hit everything.
Oh, did you see that
They
lady?
hit-
So
hitting
I got in
and
the
hitting.
house and Jesse said that the woman that was shooting for South Korea is the most horrifying lady she's ever seen in her life. Right?
Oh, the one with the one with the stuff.
the one that won. She won. She won.
Oh yeah, no,
and she was just
she's
stone
terrifying.
faced and killer.
Yeah.
Look like she could go grocery shopping and then just come out and just bat,
Yeah.
like whoever she wanted. Like
Oh,
that's
yeah,
a scary
yeah.
guy. And then the guy
But
that
then she
won
turned around when
the
she won, and
men's
she's
shooting.
happy and
But
laughing.
this is the
see.
thing I gotta say about that, and I'm not being funny.
See,
I'm
we
not,
hold on, we may as well go to the Olympic talk because we
because
already
this is
into
the
it
whole
right
thing.
now.
She won the Olympics and she's killing on those targets, but nothing has ever shot back at her.
Oh
Nothing's
yeah,
ever
yeah.
shot
That's
back.
a different. That's a
As
That-
far as we
that-
know.
That's a yeah. And as far as we
Great
know,
point.
and most of the time, when you shoot at something and it starts shooting back, that affects the hell out of your accuracy shooting at them.
yeah.
Because, I mean, will you agree, Jonas?
Well, you're not gonna be standing there, taking some deep
Stationary.
breaths
Yeah,
and
yeah. And then
let me-
And then right
find
now,
out
see,
there.
she's shooting. Her heart is not racing. She's perfectly calm. But if somebody's gonna shoot back at you, your heart is racing. You're sweating. All of that affects your accuracy.
Yeah, very true.
Yeah.
Very true. But
And-
she's good
and I'm
at.
gonna say, I'm gonna say
she's-
one more thing. And then I'm
I'm
gonna
not
shut up
trying
about
to
it.
take her. Yeah.
What you
Go
saying,
ahead,
Jay?
I'm gonna say one more thing, and I'm gonna shut up about it. We watched the hammer throw the other day,
Yeah.
which
Oh.
I think is kind of a scam because it's not actually a hammer, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
But them dudes taking a 16-pound metal ball and flinging it 100 yards, and that thing dropping 6 and 8 inches into the ground. That's some scary shit.
Yes.
And then,
Brute strength right there.
now I'm gonna tell you what's scary. The guys down there measuring it. Man, they're standing right by the thing. It lands
You're
by
right.
2 feet.
You're watching
forward.
it, watching it come down.
I'm gonna say it like this: you could get me to officiate 100, a 200, a 400, 4x what it is, but I'm not going to officiate the shot put, the discus, or the hammer throw.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
You gotta
I'm
be
not gonna
locked
stand
in.
down there when that
Or,
thing is
or
landed.
the
Hey.
javelin.
Yeah,
Hey.
yeah, because you gotta be. Do you see how close those guys are to it? when
Don't
it
don't get caught up having a conversation with Jerry over here.
lands? Hey man,
You
What
might
about-
be gone.
What about 500,000 a day?
Man, hey,
Yeah.
I might do it for that.
oh, I might do it for that.
I do it for that.
I just keep a sharp eye Washington.
Hey, y'all remember that guy that wasn't paying attention and got hit with that javelin?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Right here in the arm. It's like, bro, that is not a tetanus shot. You might need one though. But moving along, we're gonna jump over to I don't know if you've heard this crazy story, Jay, about Miss Imane Khelif, the boxer that has been, as she put it, bullied for the most part in this Olympics. Right, her first fight,
Yes.
she came out,
Especially
and the
because
lady,
the facts of that
she
situation are easy to find.
she punched the lady in the nose twice, and the lady quit and said she's a man. Like, got on her knees, said she's never been hit that hard. Now she's come back and apologized now that she understands that Miss Imane was born a woman, right? I think this is just a ridiculous story.
That has blown all the way up.
She's better than you, lady. Like, you shouldn't be boxing, obviously. If this is your second time to quit, you need to go to a new profession. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if Italy like paid you because you're the only woman that would box in Italy, but this is not what you're cut out to be. Obviously, if you just you got hit twice in the face, which is in boxing.
Literally,
first of all,
definition of the sport.
You know, like bob and weave. You know, do something other than I've never been hit this hard. Move then, so you don't get hit that hard. But don't sit here and say that this lady's a man because you ain't never been hit that hard before. She's been working, right? She's got muscle tone. You don't.
Been working
you know
hard.
What I'm saying? Like, yeah, like she wants to be a pro. Looks like you don't. Obviously, you just here for I don't know what for, like to cause a scene, really, and has caused this woman so much, you know,
really
strife
sad.
and like mentally hearing the whole world say that you're a man when you were born a woman. You got pictures as a little girl. Like it really pissed me off. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, this not
never mind the fact that she's from a country where like that shit's illegal.
It's not. It is not going down over there. You rob something over there, your hands getting chopped off, dog. You ain't. I don't know if that's one of the countries like that, but I know there's some countries over there that have some very strict rules like that. You know, and I know that that type of lifestyle does not fly on that side of the earth. So you know,
the whole thing comes down to one lady who got punched in the face and self-destructed, whatever happened there, and one like Russian boxing promoter who was flapping his mouth. And come back to it one more time, performance enhancing substances, because that's what happened to her with the other boxing organization. She had been
hormone imbalance.
I mean, I don't know that that's what happened, but the odds are, based on what we know about
history,
and performance at that level, she probably was, getting a little injection somewhere.
But my whole problem is with the Olympic Committee. The Olympic Committee is so wishy-washy and fake and false and sorry and weak and any other thing I can say negative about them. See, because they came out and said that she was born as a woman, she been a woman her whole life, and they're gonna let her compete as a woman. But see, 4 years ago, the South African runner, Caster Semenya, in the 800 meters, the Olympic Committee came out and said that she had a imbalance in her hormones, and they called her a hermaphrodite, would not let her compete, and ruined her career. And then now, I mean, you gotta take a stance and stick to it.
Yeah, because that's not right either.
That's my problem.
If it's proof that she was born a woman and is a woman, like Unc was saying, me and Unc, that's what I'm saying. Like, we're both men, but we got different testosterone levels. Like nobody has the same testosterone level.
Nobody
so if y'all
has the same estrogen level.
Y'all need to regulate the testosterone level that y'all allowed to compete in the Olympics, if anything. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even think that's right.
Which is what they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Right.
But if you get a woman with a high
level,
level, but she's still a woman, what you gonna do?
And if it's produced naturally, and there's a history of this showing, right?
Yeah,
records of doctors' records of this showing this high testosterone in this individual, like this shouldn't even be a thing. You know, and I know there's some other boxing entities like from the world games or whatever it was that she fought in and got dismissed from for this exact same reason. Like I know there's some other input, but still, you know, you like there are things that you can check. There are things that policies in place that should be in place that should negate all these conversations. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, Imane, I hope you win the gold. Straight up.
Hey, because this is the whole
straight
thing.
up.
I just
take that gold and then go take the men's gold.
Go. Don't stay away from the men because you ain't got that man's pop. But take that gold and go pro because you got some skills. Obviously, you make the woman feel like that.
Yeah,
you hit a woman and you make her feel like she's being hit by a man. You're pretty solid. I'd say you should be boxing.
I mean, but then they said they send so many mixed signals about this stuff because I got a problem with this. I don't even think we're gonna talk about men's basketball, but we're talking about.
We're talking about everything.
Did you hear what they said about KD?
He's not starting because of injury or something.
He's the all-time
Olympic scorer,
leading scorer in the Olympics.
Yeah, men's and women's.
He broke Lisa Leslie's record.
That shouldn't even. Yeah, that was weird.
I don't want you to put my name in that I broke the women's record.
Yeah.
I broke the men's record. It has nothing to do with the women.
Period.
You know, but when they put it together like that, I'm like,
yeah, that was weird to me. Because Lisa's never played it versus a man, and KD's never played against a woman.
So how did you break the women's record?
He scored double as much as he's scoring right now.
So how did you break a record in something that you never participated in?
Yeah, that bothered me. I didn't understand that either. Me. I was like, why are we suddenly putting men and women's sports together?
You know, and I'm going to say this right here on the show. They can, you know, I hope it don't drop already, but men and women are different.
Yeah, we are.
We ain't the same.
Yeah, no doubt.
No matter what they say, you know,
I think that's
how they try to do that, we are different.
I think since the beginning of time, that has been established. So I don't know why we're
worried about that now. So, you know,
having these conversations in 2024, and there were BC years.
Yeah, let's just keep the line. This is
I'll tell you this. This is I'm gonna have to jump after this, but y'all can talk all about it. But I just found out that somebody that I know it's really their daughter, who I found out that she has like a fairly rare condition, but it happens fairly often, where she's got 2 X chromosomes and 1 Y chromosome.
Okay.
So you look at her, she's a girl.
Yeah.
Okay.
You talk to her, she's a girl. She acts like a girl. She dresses like a girl. But if you do a genetic test on her, like, she's got this extra thing going on there.
Yeah.
And you know, and it means a couple of things. It means, you know, like her testosterone level is a little bit elevated.
Exactly.
It means that she's probably never going to be able to have kids.
Yep.
And it means that when some people found out about it, that somehow, which was illegal, they gave her all kinds of shit about it. And like she said, to change schools and everything. And
wow. But she doesn't have a penis.
Men and women are different.
That's all I'm saying.
And there's other people that are different in other ways. And some of them it's their choice and some of them it's they're all people. And we shouldn't be like taking an opportunity to pick on people and make fun of people. Because there's plenty of straight males that do stupid shit that we can pick on.
Oh man, yeah, no doubt.
Exactly. There's enough straight females that do dumb shit that we can pick on them.
And if a girl's like just not cute, like that's just what it is. We got Penn State, we got terms for that, you know. Like you don't gotta call her a man, no, she's not a man.
And this is the whole thing, Jonas. There's a whole lot of guys walking around every day, got all of the male parts, and they can't have no baby either.
Exactly, but they're dudes.
True. Yeah,
they're dudes.
But they're still men.
We know they're men.
Right.
Yeah. So come on, man.
Like as long as if you're born, you don't have a penis.
You ain't no man.
Exactly. Like that's just what it is.
Yeah, you know, man, they need to stop.
I know you can do all these surgeries and stuff, but like I'm saying,
that's a whole nother ball game. I
don't like the way that they have treated this woman.
No, I don't either.
It is absolute bullying on the largest stage. And everybody that got involved in that conversation. That's why I didn't talk about it last week when they brought it up. Because I wanted to see what the heck was going on. Because it didn't make sense.
Right. Yeah.
And it was too many things, too many elements not making sense for me to put any input into that. Yeah. But now that we know she was born a woman as well as the other lady, and it's still like she's a woman. Like, what are we talking about? She beat the weak woman's butt. She's the strong woman that beat the weak woman's butt, made her quit. Right? She lost in the last Olympics to a woman. So
what are you talking about?
What is the conversation even about right now?
And all of this information, like it took me less than 5 minutes to find out all of that information and be able to make a much more informed decision about like what I thought about it than what, you know.
It's not that hard.
We had people bitching and moaning about the opening ceremonies, and when they start in on it and say, I didn't actually watch it, but shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
You don't know.
Yeah,
you don't know.
And they're talking about, well, I didn't see this boxing match, but I just heard what somebody said. Shut the fuck up. You don't know.
Exactly. Exactly, man. Look,
Too much of this. I heard somebody said, and not enough. Like, let me think for myself.
exactly. Do your own research. That's what I tell people all the time. Do your own research, man. Like, what is the problem right now?
Research. Yeah. Checking 2 tweets on Twitter or X or whatever the hell it is not research.
Yeah, exactly.
But
and typically,
man, I appreciate you guys having me on.
It's gonna establish whatever you're searching is gonna give you that information around that. So it's not even necessarily 100%. True. But
so I gotta jump on and do some AI stuff.
Yeah. Hey, Jay.
Love to see you guys.
It's so good to have you back, baby.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I gotta get back out there in person, man.
All right, cool. Okay, hey, right, yeah, you do, bro. Right. And we'll see you next time, Jay. Man, we'll see you soon, in the building, bro. Jay. Hey, right. Much keep love, doing man. What it do. Glad to have you back, man.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go. We'll see you next time, Jay.
See you.
All right, peace.
Yeah, man. Well, okay.
Yeah, man, but yeah, we still on this thing.
Hey, it's just me and Jay now up here in this Carjitsu.
Yeah, Carjitsu in the building right now. It's just a shame what's going on with Imane Khelif, and blows my mind that this young lady has to deal with this mess. Like it's shameful, honestly.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But the whole world needs to take a look at itself.
And
cleanse itself from its judgmental eyes.
And it's the whole thing. Quit pointing the finger, because when you point the finger, it's 3 pointing back at you.
Right back at you.
So when you point the finger, you are 3 times as bad.
Yeah. So I absolutely hope that Miss Imane is I hope she wins this gold medal.
Oh yeah.
I meant that. Absolutely meant that. But looks like there's something going on with my audio right now. I don't know. Can y'all hear me? Y'all hear me good? Hold on, y'all. Let me make an adjustment.
Make a quick adjustment right quick. I just wanted to let everybody know that I say it all the time, I'm just the co-host. J.A. is the producer, director, host, charismatic host, and all that.
Yep.
Yeah. But anyway, we're going to the next topic.
Hey, let me see what I sound real quick. Are we back? We good to go?
Sound pretty good.
Sound check. 1 2 1 2. I'm hearing some clicking.
Test 1 2, test 3 4, test 5 6.
Clicking. We good to go? Yo.
Yeah, I think we good to go.
Mic check 1 2.
Test 1 2 3. We ain't gonna go to 4 and 5.
Mic check.
Yeah, I think we good.
I don't know.
You wanna?
I'm getting some. My microphone don't sound right.
You get some feedback?
It just don't sound right. I'm not hearing what I want to hear right now.
Oh, okay.
Sounds like it's off.
Would you can into your ear? Yeah, switch it to another setting. That'll probably
mic check. Mic check 1 2.
How you sounding?
I think we good now.
Okay.
Hey, we back.
We back. We got to make sure we putting out a good product, man.
Little troubleshooting.
Yeah. Jay, doing
little troubleshooting. Yeah, man. But hey, we back in this mix, man. But yeah, shout out Imane Khelif, man. Keep whooping their booties. All right, keep putting them hands on them like they stole something. You feel me? But we're gonna keep this thing moving. So yesterday, we had an amazing accomplishment by Miss Gabby Thomas in the 200 meter.
Oh yeah, man. That was a wonderful 200. Julian Africa, the young lady from St. Lucia that won the 100.
Yeah,
she
can go in the 2.
Oh yeah, actually,
that's her best race, you think? Historically,
yeah. And actually, that 22:02 was one of her slower times in a big meet.
I mean, I just want to say, like, every time I've seen Gabby Thomas run in 2024, she's been dominant. No one's been close. And she did it again in the Olympics.
Oh, yeah, she lost one. She lost a couple.
It must have been early in the season.
Yeah. Well, early in the season, she was doing a lot of training work.
Yeah.
So she lost 1 or 2 races. She took a couple weeks off, concentrated on nothing but the 200, and came back, and she's been money ever since.
And shout out Gabby Thomas. First of all, she is a Harvard graduate. Neuroscience, I believe.
She has her She has her bachelor's from
got her from Harvard. Her bachelor's from Harvard.
And a master's from UT.
Yeah, and her master's from UT. And I believe that was I think of the skin. I don't know the right word, right? But she's got her master's in that. But this is a brilliant young lady. Put that work in.
Put that work in.
In herself, mentally, her brain, right? And has gone out. She ran track at Harvard. If she's running track at Harvard, obviously she wasn't getting no big USC, UT, LSU. She wasn't one of the big.
No.
Talk to me then. How
much?
Was she a factor when she was at Harvard, or has she just
she won the NCAA and stuff at Harvard.
At Harvard?
But going, yes, that's Harvard. But going to Harvard,
that's wild.
She wasn't like it was some other people who had a bigger name than she.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I meant by that.
Yeah.
She wasn't a big time recruit going in.
Yeah,
but I believe that neuroscience that she, her studies. I believe she has created an animal.
What did I say last week?
She's built something.
What did I say last week?
What'd you say?
Give me the people good from the neck up.
From the neck up,
neck
man.
up.
She's a neck up person.
She's a neck up person.
And she has maximized her ability, unlike anyone else probably.
Oh, absolutely.
Because if you look, like, how many Harvard track sprinters do you know of, or that make the Olympics and win gold? Is she the first?
I know of?
Is she the first Harvard track runner to win gold?
It was way back in there. Probably in the 20s or 30s.
Long time ago.
Okay. Long time ago.
Yeah. Because, that's quite an accomplishment in 2024.
Oh,
when we're thinking about
the
age of NIL and scholastic athletes and things like that. Like, she's an outlier. Gabby Thomas is special, man, in every way. And I feel like she's like Frankenstein herself to this gold medal, like straight up.
Yeah, well, that's the same way. Michael Johnson wasn't no super recruit coming out of high school.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he was recruited.
But he was a Baylor on a scholarship. Like, that's a Power 5 conference we're talking about still, and a very well known track team.
Baylor is not easy to get into.
Absolutely not. From an academic standpoint.
Yeah, a lot of people go to. That's why they go to Baylor, because they're good from the neck up.
Yeah.
Michael Johnson was good from the neck up. He developed himself down there.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's another neck up person.
That's another model, right? That was able to create something and not out of nothing. Because there was something in there, obviously.
Yeah. What I say,
but there was
something in there, but you were smart enough to take to the training, do the training, and understand what it takes. See, there's a lot of man, we got a saying around Dallas, and I don't want to throw nobody under the bus.
Yeah.
But it's a young man from Dallas.
Yeah.
And what we say, back up in the stands and under the bleachers and walking on the track, that if we could have it's two young men from Dallas, and one of them is Michael Johnson. I can name him because he's a 5 or 6 time gold medal winner.
Yeah, but we're not going to throw the other one under the bus.
We said that if you could take Michael Johnson and this other guy and give them a lobotomy.
Yeah. Man.
Take his brain, do it like Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Take his brain out of one and put it in the other one.
He'd have been the greatest athlete.
We would have seen Usain Bolt some years back.
Holy cow, that's crazy.
And I'm not going to call his name, but everybody from Dallas know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Everybody from Dallas know what I'm talking about.
I think I know who you're talking about, but I'm going to ask you offline.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah, but
you called into the show. I'm going to say it like that.
Yeah, that's what
into the show.
Yeah. Talking about that. Man, I'm just saying, so, Gabby, like.
Man, I love Gabby. She's a,
off the chain.
Yeah, she's
off the chain. Congratulations. You work for this. And she beat Julian Alfred in that first 100. I'm thinking, should Gabby be running 100 too? I know it's a different race, but she got some go-go.
But that is the best first 100 that I have ever seen Gabby will run.
Yeah.
She usually come off the turn
and
second
straight away. Yeah.
She had to
lead the whole.
No, that's what I'm saying. She never come off the turn in the lead.
Yeah.
She's usually in second, third. I have seen her as far back as fourth and still win.
I ask you this: does the fact that Julian Alfred ran 100, the fact that she ran 100 in that first round, right? Do you think that tied her out a little bit? Because Gabby was fresh.
Well, I'm gonna say it like this. I'm gonna say it like this. If it tired her out, it's been done several times before.
Yep.
So why are you tired?
For sure.
When Shelly Ann done did it, Elaine Thompson done did it.
Yeah. Because if you never run 100,
three
that's like
three
a quick,
Jamaicans
that's like a
have
warm-up.
already done it.
Yeah.
Gabby Thomas. I mean, not Gabby Thomas. Shellanne Fraser-Price, Sharika Jackson, and Elaine Thompson. Those are 3 Jamaican sprinters that had already won 1 and 2 in the same meet.
Gold?
Gold.
Wow.
Yeah. So if you tired, that's that's not an excuse. You know,
For
I
sure.
don't care about excuses.
Absolutely.
You know, hey, train harder.
Yeah, everybody got them and they all stink.
Oh,
But
absolutely.
yeah, man, congratulations, Gabby. You can make no excuses.
Nah,
for
because
that
you
gold.
are.
You are the champion.
Yeah, you are the gold
You are
medal
the
in the 200.
champion of the world. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Know about that queen?
Yeah,
Keep this thing moving on.
I know all about that queen. I was listening to that before you were born.
That was my jam, Revenge of the Nerds round.
Oh, yeah, hey.
That's what I remember it from.
Oh, okay.
So, hey, despite and in spite of what everyone thought about Noah and his 100, everybody, 200, I think a lot of people expect Noah to win the 200. It's not a given, right? Because he didn't win the last Olympics, but he's won every race since in the 200.
And before.
And before that last Olympics,
He won
right?
the World Games before,
Yeah.
and also Olympics, and won 2 World Games since then.
Wow.
And this is the thing. Noah, I said this when we were talking to Ray. If he's close enough, he'll catch anybody.
Yeah.
It's to start. And that's a big ill.
Yeah.
And he was close enough, and he caught it.
And he had a decent start for Noah Lyles. Had a great start for Noah
Yeah,
Lyles.
and even though he had a great start, the first 25, 30 minutes, he was in dead last. But it was a close dead last.
And hold on, so Noah Lyles did win this 100 meters, right? And he pulled it out his last 40 meters and the last really 15, 20 meters.
The
is
last
really
3
where
steps.
The
last 4 steps.
He was still accelerating
when
he crossed the finish line.
Well, he wasn't accelerating.
It seemed that way because everybody else was.
It seemed that way, but it seemed that way with Carl Lewis. But the real truth is that he's just decelerating slower than everybody else.
Yeah, got you. He can keep his top speed higher and longer than other people.
And like his top speed was probably around 27, 28 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And then he stayed around 26, 25 longer than the rest of them did.
And they said Thompson had the highest top speed, but he didn't
maintain it long enough.
Yeah, he didn't hold it long enough.
Yeah.
And at the end, his foot crossed the line, right? And he was reaching, but his torso wasn't there.
Yeah.
Right? And Noah, that's when he squeaked it out. Right? That last step across that finish line.
Yeah,
and I'm talking barely won that race, which was crazy. But did you see, and maybe it was my eyes just playing tricks on me, but it looked like Kenny Bednarik, if it was an 85-meter sprint, Kenny Bednarik would have won.
Nah, I ain't gonna say would have won.
He would have won because they were the guys in the second and third lanes, or third and fourth lanes, were chasing Kenny Bednarik up to that 85. And I'm talking within that last 15 meters. He got passed by like 6 people.
Well, yeah, but except where he got Thompson was up there with Bednarik the whole time.
I want you to look at it. Look at it. Thompson was up there with him, but Bednarik was up there.
Yeah, I know.
Up there.
Oh, absolutely.
That's equivalent.
And the time that he ran in the last 2 Olympics, he would have got a medal.
I'm telling you.
But he got 6.
That's another thing. We're talking 9.7. Well, no, 9.76.
What, talking about Bednarik?
No, 9.76.
No, was
to win.
No, 9.781.
Yeah,
they had to go to the third number.
So he was
behind the decimal,
and that was 8.6. The other guy won, right? Ran Thompson.
Thompson ran 8.5.
8.5. So
right, so 4 1,000ths of a second.
Yeah,
not 100,000. They went to the third number behind the decimal.
That's out of control. So
and then Oblique Seville. This is the whole thing that you see him in last place. He when the other guys went across the line, he did like this. He said,
yeah,
and he ran 9.92.
That's crazy doing that.
He in dead last with a 9.92.
That's what happens. That's what a fast crowd will do to.
Yeah. See,
they're gonna push you to that.
Yeah,
you ain't gonna fastest time ever.
Yeah. Because most of the time, we got
and got dead last.
That's not his fastest time ever.
But I'm saying
but that's one of the fastest. That is the fastest dead last time in Olympic history.
So that's the fastest 100 we've ever seen outside of Usain Bolt's Olympic time. Well, I'm saying as a pack.
No, from top to bottom.
That's what I'm saying.
It's either first or second. Because Usain Bolt's world record wasn't even the fastest 100 meter ever.
What do you mean?
I mean, as far as a group.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what
this is either number 1 or 2. I think this is number 1. But they had another.
It has to be. Everybody ran a 9.8 or even a 9.92.
Yeah,
a 9.92 is your slowest time.
Yeah,
a
absolutely.
9.92. DK Metcalf ran a 10.3. And I'm talking about, I just want y'all to see how fast these people are. NFL is everything here in America. These track runners got a different speed, bro. Like, if y'all don't realize, it's a whole different class of speed.
First off, this is one thing I want to say is that there is no football player at this present time that has world-class speed. World-class means that you have to run a certain time to even qualify to go to the Olympic trials.
Yeah. So who would you give that to? James Jett and Bullet Bob Hayes? Would those be the only two?
What?
World-class speed runners that ever play in the NFL?
No. This is
There's been more?
Bob Hayes, James Jett, Willie Gault.
Did OJ have world-class speed?
Ron Brown, no.
Because he had a world record in the
But
in
he
the
ran
relay.
4x1, but he was probably the third or fourth slowest guy on there. No, OJ Simpson only ran 9.3 in the 100-yard dash. That's not world-class speed.
Okay.
World-class is 9.0 and 9.1.
We're talking 100-yard dash.
Yeah, 100 yards back there.
Yeah.
World-class speed was at 9.0 and 9.1.
Jeez.
9.3.
9.0 and 100, that means you put in like a 0.7 per 10.
Yeah, absolutely. So, when people say this football player got world-class speed, I fall out laughing
No,
every
you push
time.
it like a 0.9 per 10
Yeah,
yards.
I fall out laughing.
Less than a
When I hear
second per
people
10
say
yards.
Randy Moss got world-class speed, I laugh so hard.
Yeah.
That's the funniest thing I've heard in my life.
Yep.
Because I sent you a video. Terence Newman, played for the Dallas Cowboys, is a
World-class. Is he world-class? On the brink?
60. He's a world-class 60-meter guy.
Okay.
Because he won the 60 meters 2 times in the Big 8.
So Terence Newman
Ran
he
down.
would have a good chance against Noah Lyles in the 60.
He'd have a chance.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say how good it'll be.
You ain't gonna say a good chance, but it's a chance.
You do have a chance.
Yeah, because I mean that's Noah's slowest.
Yeah, slowest.
He's
rate.
slowest in the 60.
But
that last 40
Yeah,
is...
but Noah's fastest time is faster than Terence Newman's fastest time.
Okay, in the 60 you talking?
Yeah, in the 60.
Okay, gotcha.
In the 60.
That's
That's why Terence Newman, it's a different speed, man. This is world class speed, not NFL speed.
World class speed, man. That's a great
And
conversation.
we're gonna move on to
we're gonna keep it moving,
hey man,
so
because the Olympics been so exciting.
it's
man,
just
we
a
can
lot to
spend
talk about, man.
Me personally, how I am, I can spend 30 minutes talking about each one of these subjects.
Yeah.
But I know we ain't got that kind of time.
Nah, we don't. So we're gonna move it on to Sha'Carri, man. So I'm proud of you, Sha'Carri. Understanding and hearing what you had to deal with, and we're gonna call this Gate. If y'all haven't heard about Gate, right? Well, you ain't heard of Gate because ain't nobody called it that but us. So not
you have now?
Spygate or whatever other gates they
Olympic
came up
Gate.
with, right?
We can call it Olympic Gate.
I want to call it
Yeah,
Gate because it
Gate
happened
Gate.
at the gate
Yeah.
of the Olympics. So
And it happened to 2 people, so it's Gate.
yeah, and so Shelly Ann Fraser Price and Sha'Carri went to the Olympics the day of their 100-meter final. They were not on the Olympic bus. Rumor has it, and we're still looking for confirmation. So Ray, we're gonna ask you about this later, man. I know you've been busy, so I ain't been messing with you.
Yeah. This is rumor.
Well, yeah,
I mean, this is stuff we have heard and read.
Yeah.
But there's no proof of it. Hard facts.
Yeah,
I'll say it
so we're waiting-
because there's a lot of false information on the internet.
Waiting to speak to our source. So rumor has it that Sha'Carri, and I don't know why this hadn't been picked up by NBC. And
They
the
know.
people that are covering
They
it.
know, but they don't
Yeah.
want to talk about it.
So Sha'Carri and Shelly Ann Fraser Price were not allowed entry because they did not come on the Olympic bus or whatever it is, right?
And they made that rule up that day.
And supposedly that rule was made that
That
day.
day.
So they didn't have knowledge of this new rule or whatever because apparently they had been, moving and coming and going, by their own way of transportation. So when they were dropped off at the gate, before their event, so they can get loose or whatever, do whatever they had to do that day,
They were denied.
they were denied entry. Rumor has it they had to walk all the way around the stadium to get in. Shelly Ann Fraser Price pulled out because she didn't feel that she would be fit and ready to run the race.
Yeah,
Right?
absolutely.
Now, I don't know if this was before the finals or the semifinals. There's some details in the story that we got to uncover, but that
was
that
before
doesn't
the
make
finals.
sense.
That was that because they got to prove that they got Sha'Carri sitting on the curb outside the gate the same day that she was supposed to run, and it was like an hour before she was supposed to run.
The finals?
She's still sitting outside on the curb.
That does not make sense.
Because everybody at that stadium know who she is.
How do you have such a lapse in communication?
Two people that can be on the stand and you won't let them in.
Yeah.
Because Sha'Carri Fraser-Price, there's nothing that's saying that she had a chance to win.
Yeah.
There's nothing
I'm
saying.
confused at how this procedure, like, this does not make sense. And somebody got to say something about it, man.
And that goes back to the Olympic Committee.
Yeah.
That's why I told you it made me sick.
You know what the Olympic Committee sounds a lot like? Boxing.
Yeah. They worse.
It's real loose.
They worse. They make up rules and they treat people how they want to at that time.
It's a lot of gray area.
Yeah, it's a lot of gray area.
There ain't no black and white. A lot of gray area in the way they do things.
Because when they get ready to do something, if it's not a rule, they'll change the rule because they're the committee.
Yeah, that's
I mean, I have seen them do this over the years, and this is not the first time. And I just want to say this about Sha'Carri and Sha'Carri. The reason Sha'Carri Fraser-Price could afford to pull out is because I don't know her medal count in the Olympics.
Yeah.
But I don't know the exact medal count, but she has at least 3 golds and 3 silvers minimum in the Olympics. Not talking about World Games. So she's 36. She has won the 100 and 200 at the. Matter of fact, I think she won 100 twice.
And I understand if it's like, the triathlon or decathlon, but these the 100 is one of the most popular events at the entire Olympics.
It is the most glamorous, most waited for, anticipated.
We're talking about the fastest woman, fastest man on earth.
That we fit in the crowd.
Everybody knows. I'm sure there's fans walking by like, hey, let them in.
Yeah. And
from other countries.
And this is
how does y'all drop the ball like this? I don't understand. And sports is so mental.
See, and this is the whole thing.
Mental.
And
that
everybody
can
say
throw you off.
You know, and everybody say, well, Sha'Carri pulled out. Why did Sha'Carri pull out? I just explained.
I've been working 4 years for this.
Now Sha'Carri already got several gold medals in the Olympics and several silvers.
She ain't got nothing else to prove to y'all.
She don't have nothing to prove. She's
y'all
at the end.
Ones missing out.
She's at the end of her career. She done made millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Sha'Carri don't have one Olympic medal.
Yeah.
She has 3 world game medals from last year. She got the gold in the 100, the bronze in the 200,
you think I'm about to pull out now?
So she can't afford to pull out because if she would have pulled out, the whole world would have came out there. Here she go again. Yeah. So she had to go in, not warmed up, not stretched, and all that to, and that I'm not trying to take nothing from Julian Alford because this is what I want to say. Julian Alford ran 10.72. That is hard to beat.
That's a fast time.
That is, because Sha'Carri's fastest time ever.
10.76
I mean, it's 10.70.
10.70?
As a professional.
Recently,
So that's no guarantee she would have won, but I guarantee she wouldn't have ran 10.9.
She ran 10.9 in the finals.
Yeah, she would have ran at least 10.8.
She coasted 10.9 in her
in the early round.
She was chilling in the early round to get there in the qualifier.
So she would have ran at least 10.8. She would have been a lot closer to her. It would have been a lot more exciting race. I'm not trying to take nothing from Julia. And this is the thing about the Olympic Committee.
That explains Sha'Carri. I'm just saying that explains Sha'Carri's
This
reaction.
is not the first time the Olympic Committee did that.
Yeah.
In 1972, and there's some things that happened in between, but this is another gross case.
Yeah.
In 1972, they sent out one schedule for the 100-meter start. And then the day of the event, they sent another schedule out. And the U.S. coach, for some reason, didn't look at the new schedule. Just like right now, if I get a text message, I might look at it tomorrow.
Yeah.
But anyway, he didn't see the new schedule.
Because what was sent out, I know to be true, and this is fact. And
he brought America's first and second place finishers in the 100 meters to the track meet too late. Valery Bortsov from Russia won the 100 meters. But right now, nobody talks about Ray Robinson and finished second in the Olympic trials, and Eddie Hart finished first. Valery Bortsov got the gold in the 1 and the 2, but in the same guy that didn't show up for the 100 meters in the 4x1, he caught Valery Borsov from 2 to 3 meters. So that probably let me know that if they were side by side, he would have beat that guy.
He's faster than him.
But they set out enough. It's always some
bull, man.
And then all that always goes back to who? The same way like everything goes back to the head coach. Everything goes back to the committee. The Olympic committee is shiesty. They shiesty at best.
That's shameful, man.
Yeah, that's shameful.
I don't know about y'all, man. I don't know about y'all.
I know about y'all. Y'all shiesty.
But you sound like boxing. But you sound like boxing. But
well, then we're going to keep it moving.
And speaking of boxing, we can go on and jump to it. You want to talk about anything else?
No, but we got the pole vault. Yeah. You know what?
Oh, man. Let me talk about the pole vault real quick. I don't understand this, okay? So, Sweden has a world record gold medal pole vaulter. Last name Duplantis. Amazing jump. Like, he got it with ease. The guy was manufactured to do this. The thing is, he was manufactured to do this in America. My guy is from Louisiana, went to LSU, speaks perfect English, but he's jumping for Sweden? Pole vaulting for Sweden?
Where was he born at?
Here. He's from here.
Well, that's the way.
He grew up. His parents built him a pole vaulting thing in the backyard in Louisiana.
Well,
his last name is Duplantis. Well, you don't get no more Cajun than that.
Let me tell you this. Well, you know Marcel Jacobs is from El Paso, Texas.
Yeah, but he was born in El Paso, but at least when he speaks, he sounds like he's Italian.
Cause he's been living over there for the last 10 years. You're gonna pick up the dot. He ain't been over there his whole life. Well, he moved over there because he was the fastest guy in Italy. But he was just average over here. Yeah. And okay, let me get you another.
So I've had an argument. I've had an Italian guy. I don't know if you saw the post.
What?
There's an Italian guy that's been coming back at me about Marcel Jacobs.
Marcel Jacobs was born in El Paso, man.
Absolutely, he was born in, but I think he was raised in Italy, though. At least he was raised in Italy because his first coach was Italian. I think he spent his high school career in Italy. I think he did a lot of that stuff in Italy. But he was born in El Paso, and he has a wife from Texas, right?
Okay.
But when he speaks, he very much so has broken English. Because
I tell you what, you moved to Italy for 10 years to see how you talk. When I came back from Germany, I had an accent after 2.5 years.
Wow, that's crazy.
I mean, because that's just natural. But here's another one. Did you see the guy from Cuba? He's the only person, the heavyweight wrestler, that won 5 gold medals in the same event.
Oh, wow.
He's the only person to ever do that. And guess who got the silver medal? A guy from Italy that left Cuba to go to Italy because he wasn't going to be the heavyweight wrestler in Italy.
So you're saying it goes on all the time?
It goes on all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is, when you're the best, because he won a national championship at LSU, it's not like he wasn't going to make the USA team.
Well, he didn't know that at the time. At the time, he felt like he wasn't going to make the team, so he went over there.
But this guy's a world record. Like, wasn't nobody close to Duplantis.
And let me tell you this.
I guess he just made the choice
this
to jump
is the
to
whole
Sweden.
thing. This is the whole thing. If every Jamaican that came from Jamaica ran for Jamaica, Jamaica would have been dominated to 100 meters.
Yeah.
Ben Johnson is Jamaican.
Yep.
Langford Christie that
From
won
UK?
Yeah. It's Jamaica.
Yeah.
Donovan Bailey that won for
Canada?
Baylor. Won for Canada. He's Jamaican.
Yeah.
That's
crazy. Yeah.
So this goes on all the time. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I mean, and I'm not trying to be funny because sometimes I see some countries I know ain't that many black people in it. I mean, I ain't trying to be funny. I mean, like, how in the world
is he running for Sweden?
Yeah,
or Denmark?
Yeah, all that kind of stuff. Yeah. And there's one other sport one other event before we go to the boxing.
Yeah,
got to talk about the 1500 meters.
Oh yeah. Hold on. I don't want to leave the pole vault yet. Did y'all see? Did you see the dude did the pole vault and his man parts hit the pole and he lost because his pole got in the way?
Yeah, I did see that.
That's a win and a loss.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm winning when I leave the stadium.
But you lost the jump.
Hey,
but when you leave,
hey, I ain't gonna get the goal, but I'm gonna get to the honey though. You know what I'm saying?
I might not get the goal.
For the goal, going for the honey.
Hey, but I'm gonna get the honey.
I'm gonna get the honey. I ain't get the goal, but I got the honey.
Oh, absolutely.
Hey, that's hilarious. My boy Paul got in the way, but we're gonna keep it moving. What else you want to say about the 1500? That was a great run.
Oh man, that was one of the best 1500s I've seen. And we had 2
Americans, USA,
to get a medal.
Yeah.
Do you know when last time that happened?
I was shocked that we had 1, let alone 2.
Do you know when last time we got 2 people got a medal?
Never.
112 years ago. In 1912, that's the last time somebody from 2 people from the U.S. got a medal in the 1500.
And it was 3 countries running that year.
Nah, it was more than that.
Nah,
but it was 112 years ago.
Yeah, that's
so
nuts.
that just lets you know the stuff that these guys are doing is hard to do. Hard to do.
Did you see that steeplechase last night I was telling you about?
Yeah, I saw that steeplechase.
Was it fishy?
Well, that's a lot of stuff.
And the girl been going hard. Like she won the Worlds, but
yeah.
Did you see what I saw?
And then it's the whole thing.
Did you see what I saw though?
But this the whole thing.
How their skin was kind of.
But every time you win, you got to get tested anyway. All the winners.
Well, we gonna see.
Yeah.
And she might have been with them snack boys.
You never get
that boy got that undetectable down there. But speaking of, we're gonna keep it moving, man. So that was a great fight this weekend, man. I expected it to be a great fight. It's a lot of people disappointed in what took place during the fight. I don't see how you can be disappointed if you had the right expectations. So we're talking about Terence Crawford versus Israil Madrimov, who came and put on a heck of a show. So great that a lot of people want to see him fight again. I already knew that was the case.
Yeah.
I knew it was the case.
No.
It was he put on such a good performance. People are now questioning if Terence Crawford is past his prime.
Yeah.
I think that's crazy.
And this is the whole thing about that I have against all these boxers now. Floyd Mayweather has ruined them. They want to go out and make the big money, but they want to do. But the product needs to be a little better.
Yeah, Floyd Mayweather was taking big fights. He wasn't taking skimp fights.
Yeah. And then, but I'm saying these guys has Sha'Carri Stevenson. They booed him and walked out.
Yeah,
in his own hometown.
I would have too.
You know what? I feel like I don't know.
That's 2 in a row he's been running.
I don't know if y'all know about Warren G.
Yeah,
that song.
Regulator.
Hey, I can't believe it's going down in my own hometown where people booing me and walking out. And the reason they're doing that, and this is the thing, all these fighters now, Floyd Mayweather said that he wanted to be able to walk and talk and stuff with his children when he get 45.
He said faculties like 500,000 times is what he said.
Okay, well, I'm gonna say it like this: if you want your fight, boxing is a brutal sport. And they make millions of dollars.
Yep.
If you're so worried about your faculties, go work at the post office.
Yep.
Don't go to the big money barbaric jobs. That's like a construction worker saying, "I don't want to sweat."
Yeah,
know?
I don't like being outside.
Yeah,
I'm allergic to the sun.
It's hot out here, but you're working outside.
Like,
go in. If you don't, if you're worried about, I understand. I'm not talking about, you can be a cautious fighter, you can be a defensive fighter, but I'm just saying like this. Sugar Ray Leonard was a defensive fighter and a cautious fighter.
Yeah.
But
he threw hands though.
But he threw hands, and the only way to throw hands is that you got to be in range for them to hit you too.
Yeah, no doubt.
And to me, I'm just saying, Terence Crawford and Madrimov spent about 4 rounds too far from each other. Yeah, and this is what I want you to do. And I want all of my Noonish fans to go see Alexis Arguello and Aaron Pryor at 147 pounds fight each other.
Were they champions or not?
Yeah,
okay. Yeah.
Go back and see Tommy Hearns and Sugar Ray Leonard fight each other at 147 and see don't they get busy way faster than that. Yeah. I'm saying it's a way to figure a guy out but still be
active.
Yeah. These guys figure each other out inactively.
And I just,
that's my only knock.
Yeah,
I
no
mean,
doubt.
it was a decent fight. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that the fight was poor. It just took them too long to fight.
Yeah, I thought it was a great fight. I mean, that's what I expected to see, though.
Yeah.
I knew.
Well, that's a new way of fighting.
I knew
that's a new way of fighting.
Yeah, I just knew Madrimov. It's just Madrimov. Madrimov is the variable that made that fight the way that it was. Because of his movement, the way he it's just very almost like Tyson Fury, but times 10. Because Tyson Fury is a very unorthodox, mover in the ring, but he's a huge target to hit, and he don't move his feet as well.
Oh yeah,
and he
absolutely.
don't get in and out the way that Madrimov. He tries to do that, but Madrimov does that and does it well. A lot like what Mike Tyson used to do. But I think Madrimov moves more.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, he's a lot.
And he, and the fact, like I said, he has a lot of qualities of the drunken boxer because even though he's an orthodox boxer, like if he catches, like if he finds himself bobbing like in a certain way where his stance is more southpaw, he'll start using his right. And that right hand is what really caught Terence Crawford the most, right? That straight right.
Yeah, later. Yeah.
So, and he was, Madrimov, he had to be careful. He's fighting, he saw what he did to Earl Spence, so he's in there being careful too.
And
but I thought it was a really entertaining fight.
All of these fights, this is what I'm saying. Even though Terence Crawford won, I'm not so sure he won because there was about five rounds. You couldn't tell who won.
Yeah.
So now you come back and win the last 5 rounds. They give you the fight, but I'm not so sure because I can't tell who won the first one. That's all I'm saying.
And if you watched Terence Crawford's fight against David Avanesian, he struggled with Avanesian because he moved around the ring too.
Yeah.
So, you put that, if you think about it, that's what it's going to take to beat a Terence Crawford, right? But someone that moves around the ring very well, but is more aggressive than what Madrimov was, right? And again, why was Madrimov not aggressive? Because he felt that power.
Yeah, they both felt.
They felt each other's power, so they had to be patient. Yeah. And I think that Madrimov was a lot more patient than what Terence Crawford thought he was gonna be.
And I'm gonna say this
because he wasn't a bull. He wasn't just trying to come in like a pit bull or like a Earl Spence typically does, just trying to get in.
This is what I am going.
Strategic in his
this
approach.
Is what I am going to have to stop doing.
Yeah,
this is on me. I am going to have to stop judging these guys on what I've seen before. Yeah. I am going to have to judge them on. I'm gonna say I'm gonna quit judging them because boxing way back was way more barbaric. I am going to have to start judging these. Which is difficult for a guy like me. I'm going to have to start judging them on this new style of fighting because I guarantee you that Madrimov does not have the movement and is not as fast as Sugar Ray Leonard.
He's not as fast as for sure.
And you don't have the movement.
But he's not as quick as.
But it didn't take Sugar Ray Leonard and Tommy Hearns as long to find each other. And they both are great fighters.
I gotta disagree a little bit.
Go back and look at the fight.
I'm saying
go back and look at it again.
This is what I know about Madrimov. It is his movement that caused the hesitance. And I'm not saying he's a lot quicker than a lot of people give him credit for. He's not Earl Spence. And Earl ain't slow. Like I don't even know where Earl and slow came in. I don't know where that comparison came up.
That's where it came from.
Yeah,
he was slow that night.
He was slow because of the damn drugs.
Yeah,
weed,
whatever.
You know what I'm saying? Narcotics made him slow that evening.
Whatever it was, he was slow that day.
He was not himself. Yeah. But what I'm saying is this. I feel that Madrimov was canceled out basically by Terence Crawford's power. I feel like Terence Crawford's action was canceled out by Madrimov's movement. Yeah, he's not as quick as Sugar Ray Leonard, but he doesn't move as quick. Sugar Ray had great footwork. The footwork ain't the thing. It's the up and down, herky-jerky, back and forth, all this stuff. Sugar Ray didn't do all that to the extent that Madrimov does it. Like
Roberto Duran and people like that did it. That's what he.
That's some old school boxing that used to do it for sure. But again, that's an old school style that the new school ain't used to seeing. Terence Crawford used to seeing dudes in front of him a little.
But I'm saying,
but not moving like that. That was wild.
When you get the big money, when you get millions of dollars, and then people gotta wait for you to do what they paid to see you do, and they boo and walk out, that's a problem. Because I'm gonna tell you like this, Terence Crawford, if he keep fighting like he gets Madrimov, people gonna start booing and walking out.
He won't fight like that anymore because there ain't any more Madrimovs around here to do it. They fight like that.
Okay.
Like, name me another boxer you see the moves like that. You can't find one.
And
It
this is
ain't
the whole
happening,
thing.
so-
like you say, Terence Crawford got power, and it took him a while to get up there. I guarantee you, Terence Crawford, this is just opinion. There is no way that you will ever know. But just from my eye test, Terence Crawford or Madrimov don't hit hard as Tommy Hearn, but it didn't take Sugar Ray that long to get up there.
So prior to that Madrimov fight, would you have made that same statement?
Yeah, cause Terence
After
Crawford.
seeing what he did to Earl, you make that same statement?
Terence Crawford. If you remember what I said the other night, I said Terence Crawford.
The Earl fight was an outlier, is what you're saying.
Terence Crawford looked more like he did before he fought Earl.
Yep.
That Earl Spence fight was such an anomaly that I don't even know what
That
to
makes
think
me feel
about
like they
that.
knew something.
Because Earl looked 10 times worse
Yeah.
than he ever have, and Terence looked 10 times better.
And this is the thing. So when
That's
you
just
have
me.
with Earl, he had a scouting report, right?
Yeah.
He's from Sean Porter, from other fighters that
Yeah.
he's fought.
Yeah.
He's got a scouting report now from Earl. That dude was an unknown
Yeah.
to a lot of people. And let's not get it twisted, okay? Let's not mistake his 11-0, 12-0 record, whatever it was at the time of the fight. Let's not mistake that. The man had over 200 amateur fights.
Oh, yeah,
He's probably had more fights than Terence Crawford
Oh, yeah.
in his
fought-
lifetime. But they
Yeah.
just do things differently on that side. You see a lot of guys
Yeah.
with slim records over there,
Yeah,
but their amateur careers are massive. They're
Anytime you see a Cuban fighter fighting professional, he done had at least 150
You know what
amateur
I'm
fights.
saying?
Yeah.
You know he's been scrapping, but
Yeah.
man. But we got to keep this thing
Yeah,
rolling on, man.
keep
So,
it rolling.
great fight, Bud. I enjoyed it. A lot of people
And I'll
did
tell
it,
you
but
this
I
here,
thought
Bud.
it was great.
I'm like these
people
other
that-
people. I'm asking you pass your pride. You had a 1-fight prime.
Yeah, it's like, geez, bro,
I'm
like,
just playing.
people like y'all, like overreactions are just crazy. No, he's not
hey.
past his prime.
Hey,
He
but
fought-
I'm
how
just
about
saying,
this? He fought another
no,
great fighter. How
I'm
about
not
that?
overreacting, but the overreaction to me is how the hell he do that to Earl? Because he never looked like that before or after.
I felt the same way.
You
but
know,
you know what I say. I didn't call that a
Yeah.
few times. This show.
Well,
Already.
he should have been on Snacks the other night.
And he was still on that snack, but
But it didn't help him like it.
Madrimov had something else.
Yeah, Madrimov
got
had a whole meal for him. He was on Snacks.
For sure. So if you didn't know, coming up, just gonna announce this real quick. Mention him a couple times in the show. Floyd Mayweather is fighting John Gotti III on August 24th. So
Again.
y'all tune in on Dazzin. That'll be a fun little,
Yeah,
spectacle to watch. Everybody wants to see what's going on because they talking about killing each other. So
Well, this whole thing. Floyd Mayweather ain't no killer, but John Gotti Jr. I ain't so sure what he might do.
might be.
I mean, no, he might not do it himself, but he got some boys.
Yeah. You know
that
what I'm saying?
that mafioso ain't no joke, man.
They run deep.
Yeah.
They run
and,
deep.
And the only reason that Floyd probably made it through is he's too popular. Too many people know it
Yep.
would be too easy to come right back to you.
Yep, straight up.
Yeah.
Hey, another big fight, August 10th, this weekend actually. Virgil Ortiz is boxing. Virgil Ortiz might be Terence Crawford's next opponent. His Excellency, as they call him, Turkish Al-Sheikh, has come out and made a statement that he no longer is even interested in the Crawford and Canelo fight after that last performance, and I understand why. We're talking about moving up 14 more points. Canelo just straight up called it 14 more pounds. Canelo called it straight up. He was like, yo, that's easy. That's easy money for me. I don't think it would be because Canelo is not Madrimov. He's not Madrimov. He doesn't move as Madrimov does. He's a little more still target. I think Canelo would have more trouble with Terence Crawford than he did with Charlo for sure.
But this is the thing, that 14 pound, this whole thing. He might not move like Madrimov, but he
pop,
hit way hard.
that harder.
Well, he
That boy got that bang in him.
I'm gonna tell you like
That
this.
bang in it, that
I
power,
don't know.
that bang.
At 168,
Yeah.
if he hit him like Madrimov, if he catch him on the chin,
Yeah.
at 168,
Night,
he
night.
hitting way harder.
Night.
He hitting way harder than Frank Martin
Yeah.
and Madrimov, because you're
Yeah.
talking about some pounds now.
Yeah.
168,
Earl,
man?
Yeah, no. Crawford, I don't think that's a good fight anymore.
I'm gonna say it like this:
But some people still wanna
Crawford
see
better
it.
stay 154 and down.
And down.
Because he
might
struggled.
need to go back to 147.
Yeah, that's what I was just
Keep
gonna say.
dominating that.
Because the way he look against Madrimov, he can't handle that 154.
And I'm not saying that there are better fighters than Madrimov at 154, but there are some that are just as good. Like they can go at 154. Yeah. And I don't know if he can handle that.
I don't know if he can handle it 2-3 times in a row.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? He might can handle it once,
Yep.
Can you handle it over and over?
Yep.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, but look out for that Virgil Ortiz fight this weekend. We'll see what's up, man. I saw him fight. He knocked out the guy that knocked Terence Crawford down. I can't think of his name. I can't think of his name. Weird last name. But anyways, we'll keep this thing moving, man. Man, we're gonna have to hit that Cowboys talk next week, because we already going long on today.
Okay, yeah.
So we'll get
and
to
then
it
we had the Cowboys talk. We had the Hall of Fame.
And by the way, tomorrow we're gonna have a special show with Mark Clayton, former wide receiver for the Baltimore Ravens. It's gonna be a special, college NFL preview show. About 30 minutes, right around 11ish, something like that tomorrow. So
it might be long with 30 minutes because we're gonna get into the Dak Lamar conversation.
Oh boy, and that can go for decades.
But I can too.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, no, it's some. So we'll get into those NFL conversations tomorrow. But I do want to discuss these the Hall of Fame busts. I think this past Hall of Fame period, right? The guys going to the NFL Hall of Fame inducted. We had Patrick Willis, Randy Gradishar.
He was Randy Gradishar was a line. No. I think linebacker.
Okay, for what, like the Raiders or something?
I can't remember. Ooh, that's been so long, man.
I know
Randy Gradishar went to Ohio State. I got to do some research, but I know about Randy Gradishar, but it's been so long.
Yeah.
And they just now, Randy Gradishar probably played in the 70s.
That's crazy. Yeah. Let's say he's a senior inductee.
80s. It might have been, yeah.
He's a senior inductee, so Randy Gradishar, then we got Dwight Freeney, the edge rusher, man, come off that edge, man. He was, 5'10", and getting it in on that D-line, boy, going in. And two of the more exciting inductees, let's not forget Julius Peppers, amazing North Carolina basketball and football player, and then went to Carolina Panthers and had a great, excellent career, Hall of Fame career, obviously. Andre Johnson from the Houston Texans. Andre Johnson made it to the Hall of Fame without a good quarterback. I think Matt Sharp might have been his best quarterback, and that ain't saying much. So that's hard to do as a receiver.
This is the whole thing. When you good, all that don't matter.
Yeah, you great. That's it.
Hey, man, when you good, all that don't matter. And who else we got on there? We got
Steve McMichael, man. Shout out to Steve McMichael, man.
You know who Steve McMichael is?
Yeah. It's unfortunate what he's gone through. He was wrestling for a little bit when he got done with the NFL. Remember he went to the WWF for a second.
You know who he played for, right?
Steve McMichael. Who did he play with?
46 defense. Chicago.
Yeah, the Chicago Bears, 85.
Yeah, you know where he went to college at, right? Don't you?
Where?
UT.
Oh yeah.
UT.
Huck'em?
That's my boy. If I'm not mistaken, I think Steve McMichael went to UT. If I'm not mistaken, because I'm a Texas boy.
Yeah.
I love Texas. I'm from Texas. I love the University of Texas. And we're going to hook them hard. This is that. We finna go to the SEC and shake up some things.
Hey,
that's a whole
absolutely.
Story.
Hook 'em. But hey, I gotta kick a shout out to Steve McMichael's wife, man. That was awesome the way that she received that. And been there by his side in his state right now. He's like paralyzed or whatever right
Steve
now.
McMichael?
He's got like ALS or something like that. And he is completely just like, he's in his chair and like,
man,
he's not
all my
moving,
dudes
so
is going down, man. I ain't trying. Steve McMichael.
It's sad.
If I remember right, Steve McMichael on the Chicago Bears should have been number 76. I could be wrong.
Steve McMichael was that dude.
Yeah, he was tough, man. And then like when you play alongside a lot of good players, Richard Dent and Singletary and that 46 defense, they had a lot of good guys.
Yeah.
So it's hard for you to stand out. If Steve McMichael would have been on somebody else, oh man.
He bad off right now, man.
Oh my God.
That was him the other day at the Hall of Fame, man. But man, shout out. Glad he was able to receive this, man. Living like it's wild, but but I as you see the bust on the screen right now, we got Devin Hester and Edgerrin James, man. And I just think those are two dudes. Absolutely, man.
The bus is gold.
Hey, he got it. Hey,
he
said he came in with his gold teeth and left with a gold jacket. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, he had to take them gold teeth out?
No, he didn't.
Oh, he didn't.
No, they wanted him to.
Yeah, that's right.
They wanted him to take his gold teeth and his dreads out, and he never did it. He never did it when he played. So shout out Edge to staying true to who you are.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
You know where he's from, right?
Being at Florida boy.
Yeah.
They climbing with Peyton Manning up there on them coasts.
I think Florida boy got more gold teeth than Texas.
That's crazy.
If they might have more gold teeth.
They do. No doubt.
Yeah, Hey, you know, cause down here in Texas, you know, them gold teeth is.
You got them golds, baby, grilled out. You know, they start putting diamonds in them, but they still go out them golds. Like Chad Johnson used to, Ocho Cinco used to have them golds when he played his mouth.
He a Florida boy.
Absolutely. Yeah,
you know
representing,
what? And then what Ocho Cinco did, he had the golds taken out of his mouth, but he got a grill.
Yeah.
He got a grill right now.
Yeah.
He can go put it in.
Absolutely. You know, hey, gotta stay true. I got a grill, huh?
Hey, yeah.
But hey, Texas boy, you know how we do it down here in the dirty. But yeah, shout out to Devin Hester, man, one of the most electric special teams players you'll ever see. If you don't know who Devin Hester is, go find out right now, because he holds the NFL record for the most returns ever in the league. So Devin Hester was right now lightning on special
right
teams.
Now, before we go, I want to drop this dime on you.
Yeah.
You know what Sean Jackson said?
What was that?
He a better deep receiver than Randy Moss.
I mean, it's hard to argue that.
And guess what?
Statistically, he is.
Statistically, he got way more long touchdowns than Randy Moss.
Absolutely. Deshaun Jackson was that dude. And when him and McNabb got together, and then when him and Vic got together, yeah, it was, you know.
And then he went up there
Katie by the door.
And then he spent a year with RG3, didn't he?
Yeah.
Didn't he?
Yeah.
He was everywhere he went, he caught D.
Yeah.
He caught D.
Even with the Rams, he was catching D balls on the Rams.
D. So, you know, and then there a couple of guys on there tried to, I think Pac-Man on there. I played quarterback. I played against you and Randy. He said, yeah, but this, what I did against you. Talking about everybody. I got better statistics than he did.
Hey, D-Jack was part of the greatest college team to never win a championship. You know, one of the greatest college teams.
Where he come from?
He was on the same team with Aaron Rodgers and Marshawn Lynch and Justin Forsett at Cal Berkeley.
Oh, Marshawn Lynch and Aaron Rodgers are together?
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
On the same, and D-Jack.
It didn't all.
And Justin Forsett on the same team.
I didn't even put all that together.
They played together, man. They was on the same squad.
This is the whole thing. That 4 guys.
Yeah. Yeah, but you would think those 4 guys.
No, you got 18 more. That's a lot to make up for. That's a lot to make up.
It is. And those 4 guys in 3 positions.
Yeah.
Greatness right there, though.
Yeah.
We'll keep this thing moving, man. Still along with that same Hall of Fame, you know, statue type of conversation. But on 8/2/24, the LA Lakers unveiled a beautiful Kobe Bryant and Gigi Bryant statue. I think it's dope. And just had to shout that out, man. That's my guy, man. Kobe Bryant, that's my guy, man. You know, anytime they do something about Kobe, I'm gonna report it. Just period. That's all I got to say. Look at the statue. It's awesome. If you're in LA, go check it out. It's pretty cool looking.
Oh yeah, Kobe cool.
And last but not least, MLB. So I don't know if y'all have taken a look at the Yankees recently, but they got a player up there doing things a little different in New York. Young man by the name of Jazz Chisholm. You heard of Jazz Chisholm?
Yeah, I heard of him.
Oh.
But I ain't gonna try to play the guy know a bunch about it.
Hey, Jazz.
But his name is ringing right now.
Hey, my boy. And he was acting a fool down in Miami, doing his thing. To the point to where at the trade deadline, the Yankees was like, yeah, let me go on and get some of that old school 106.1 Neo Oasis. I need some of that jazz up in here in New York, man. So everybody knows the New York Yankees are the most strict baseball organization, probably the most strict organization in all of sports, as far as their players are concerned. If you don't know it, just a few rules by the New York Yankees handbook guideline. They don't draft players under 6 foot. You cannot wear a beard if you're a New York Yankee. They will allow a mustache for certain players, but you must be clean shaven at all times.
A certain player. What does certain mean? How good you are? If you're good enough, you can wear a mustache.
If you're Don Mattingly, you can wear a stash.
That's what I thought.
You know what I'm saying? Last weird rule: if you're in the hotel, you must be tucked in, khaki shorts, khaki pants. Can't walk around here in gym shorts. Can't walk around here in jeans or anything else. Must be khakied out and tucked at all times. If you're a New York Yankee, that's how you will represent our shield. But this is an old handbook. They may have updated the handbook. I don't know, but that's the handbook. All right, they by the book. My boy Jazz Chisholm said, "Oh, y'all want me up here? Y'all trading for me? I'ma do me now. I'm a Florida boy. I'ma do me.
He come with dreads.
Hey, I don't know if you got. You might have the dread. I don't know if you got the dreads though. But my boy, blue and white. The Yankees colors. You gotta stick to the script. Nah, no sir, not Jazz. My boy coming out in a purple sleeve, green belt, platinum and purple and black and neon green shoes. Like he has turned purple batting gloves, the greens and the purples all over the place right now. Jazz Chisholm is being himself in New York, and we have never seen this. No. And he's come to New York, and in his first 7 games, he's got 4 home runs. We're talking about a bruh.
Yeah.
Smoke weed every day. Look like, you know what I'm saying, lips black. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. You need somebody like that.
Hey. I saw a post, he said, oh man, real baseball is back. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Talking about them 80s baseball boys is back. That's what Jazz represent. Us up there in New York, man. I love it, bro. I absolutely love what you're doing, Jazz, man. Keep balling, keep shining, keep breaking the rules, man. Because the game is going back to what it was. If anybody wants to, if they really truly want fans to come back to the MLB, you got to get more guys in there like Jazz, like straight up. Because
and this is the whole
we
thing.
can't even communicate with most of the guys in the league right now.
That's
I don't know if y'all heard me.
You gotta go more about the MLB rules than you do the New York Yankee rules.
Oh, no doubt.
So he ain't really breaking the rules. He breaking the tradition.
Tradition, and I love it. I'm a disruptor by trade. So
but
anybody that can disrupt and put on, I'm all about that, man. Straight up.
This is the whole thing. I ain't good with tradition.
Yeah.
Oh, we've been doing it like this forever. You've been doing it messed up forever.
Yes,
How about that?
That's all.
So we finna change it now.
Yep.
I'm good with breaking tradition.
I mean, y'all don't adapt to change very well, and things is changing around here.
Things is changing.
So. But yeah, man, I'll definitely appreciate everybody sticking in here with us.
Hanging
man.
with
I know
us,
it's a
man.
little bit longer show. Had a great time with you though. A lot to talk about, man. Shout out CY putting it down on the F1 news and the sports betting tips and things like that. And Jonas coming with the tech talk, man. Appreciate y'all both. Hey, we learned about Carjitsu today, and I'm about to watch the mess out of that.
Me too, man. I'm gonna go on that Carjitsu and look at it. Yeah. But before I go, I want everybody. I got a couple things I didn't tell everybody.
What you gotta tell them?
Go on over there and hit that subscription button. Go over there, like. And then once you hit that subscription button, hit that like, and then hit that share button.
And hit that share, man.
Like and share.
And then hit that notification bell so you know when we coming on.
And then I got something.
We do randomness all the time.
One thing to tell them before we leave.
What's that?
They not like us.
You ain't like us, baby.
They not like us.
They not like us. These other podcasts out here.
They not like us.
Hey, like y'all, the people that you're tuning in, y'all, we more like y'all than anybody. But the other podcasts, they not like us. They don't care like we do. But if you don't know who we are,
we'll see y'all next week. No, if not sooner, we'll have a couple of special shows in between.
Hey, we'll be on tomorrow around 11ish. Don't forget, NFL and college preview, baby. Let's get it.
Yeah, prediction.
See y'all next week.
Welcome to a realm where the pulse of sports thrills and the spark of technology sizzles. Join Ronald Boleware and your charismatic host, Jay, aka Jonathan Anderson. Together, they unpack the latest in sports and technology. This is Noonish Sports and Tech.